Hello, my Mari Momies, and for anyone who might be new here, hello, my name is Ashkariel. I am the fallen angel of FSP's third generation, Lamentus. Why, yes, it did hurt when I fell from heaven. Perhaps you can heal this broken heart. Hello, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Hi. Welcome to another AFTERKARIEL stream where, you know, I gather you close, bring you nice and close and take care of you. You know, bring you nice and close. Make sure that you're feeling all nice and toasty. You know, low-key so tired. I don't know how long I'll stay, but hello, Gala, welcome in. You are welcome. You know you're welcome to stay as long as you like. We are here to yap away. You know, as we do. Also, yes, there is a new asset that was done by the wonderful FIFA, aka Verona Bokuto, and it is adorable. They're the ones who make my wonderful glasses assets. FIFA is awesome and wonderful, and they made us a nice little Mari Momies jar. So we got the Mari Momies, we got Lamentus, we got Jar Sensei. I don't know. Fella Jar. I don't know what you would call him. And of course, Carlisle, just vibing, chilling out. But yeah, we got some new jars, some new jar friends on the Jarmentus is so funny. I love Jarmentus. Jarmentus is too good. Jarmentus is like maybe one of my favorite things because it's just so funny. It's Lamentus in a jar. You know, what more could you possibly want? What more could you want but Lamentus in a jar? I think a lot of people would like Lamentus in a jar. Very clever you are. Well, you know, I try my best. But how is everybody? How are we feeling today? How are we doing? Is everybody having a good day today? Everybody feeling good, feeling right? I just got done with a very, very like quick, fast, in a hurry workout. So I got these new, I don't even know what you would call them. Like, hey, I think they do have a name. They're basically these little like push-up handles. Hang on. Name. I don't know what you would call. Hang on, let me look them up. Mini parallettes. They are, yeah, little parallettes, tiny little parallettes. And so I was like, well, I was curious, so I tried using them, and I'm like, oh, yeah, this one hits a little different. This one is a little, because I'm trying to get back into the swing of working out. I'm more of a calisthenics guy than a gym guy, so I like just having little things that I can take out that don't take up much space. So I like the idea of like little parallettes. I did finally cave and got myself a dip bar. So I have a little dip bar now. So that's pretty cool. And inevitably this means probably workout stream at some point. Inevitably with all the equipment I have, you know. I have to do something with them, you know. Trying and failing to lock in on a class project. Hey, listen, at least we're trying. The main thing is that we're trying. But yeah, I did that. So I got that. I was all excited. So I was like, oh, I just want to try them because they had just come in. So I knew I had stream, but I was like, maybe just a quick little. I just want to see how many I can do. Because it's been a hot minute since I last did some quality push-ups. Because I don't typically like push-ups. Push-ups really, I'm not a fan. But there's something about the mini parallettes that I was like, oh, this feel kind of nice. Because it's not hurting my wrists, you know? Like, it doesn't hurt the wrists to do them because your wrists are like kind of gripping onto the bar and it's like a less intense weight on your wrists. So it feels nice, you know? I was very, very glad to have gotten that. I did try some L sits, because I know that that's a pretty popular workout to do with pairlets. So I tried a little L sit and fell right on my ass. Fell right on the gluteus maximus. So L sits are something I think that's gonna have to come with time. That one's gonna have to come with time. I'm gonna try. I have a set too. Absolutely try it. Maybe be prepared to fall on your butt, because it is. You assume like, oh, okay, it's easy, right? I just kind of push myself up off the ground and then push my legs forward and just kind of hold that position. What's an L sit? An L sit is where you have two. You push yourself up off the ground, push your legs out, and just kind of hold that L shape in the air, and it works out like your abdominals and also your arms as well. I don't know if it's a workout, but I tried out a new dance group. That totally counts as a workout. Dancing is absolutely a workout. Have you ever danced? Obviously, you've danced. You know that dancing is a workout. What is your butt for but to fall on? Just don't break your tailbone. Yeah, that certainly, as Lila said, it definitely turned the cake into a crepe. So that's the thing. But yeah. I used to be a dancer. You used to be a dancer? I can't say dancer without thinking of that one SNL skit. We're the dancers. We're the dancers. Yeah. Anywho. Did you guys know that my birthday approacheth? That my birthday approacheth. That's crazy. I am excited. I'm gonna crack open this energy drink right quick. My birthday is right around the corner. How does it feel to be 1,501? Oh, you flatter me. I'm 15,001. I am significantly older than that. I am 15,001 years old. This very year. Crazy. Birthday merch? Anyway, so it's cool that our birthday, that my birthday's coming up, because it means, you know, we get to spend some quality time together. I actually get to spend my birthday with the Maramomis, and isn't that a wonderful time? Isn't that so exciting? We don't count it by 1,000? No. Why would you count it by 1,000? It's a year. I do have the same birthday as that. You have the same birthday as me. That's wonderful. See, that means that you're a very lucky person. 16,000? Why would it be 16,000? Oh, Kaveh, thank you so much for the super. Hello, Stardew. I'm ready. Cake is ordered. Shrine is polished. Art is almost ready from the artist. We are ready for your day of birth. It's true. Well, technically, I wasn't birthed in the traditional sense. Technically, I kind of emerged from a chrysalis, as angels are wont to do. I just kind of blinked into existence. But yeah, bro just kind of spawned in. Yeah, the day of spawn. Yeah, my day of spawn. My day of spawning. Angels are bugs? No, I just mean like, we just kind of poofed into existence. 15,001. 101. I have the same birthday as a sweet guy who graduated with HH and Niji-sanji EN. Niji-sanji EN, they're pretty cool. I remember when your debut. I remember when you debuted. I knew from the first moment that I had you had the same birthday as me, and I was so happy. Oh, dang I. I'm glad. I have to call the bakery now, I guess. Oh, damn. You gonna call the bakery? We gotta call the bakery for these buns. For these hurt buns. These squashed buns of mine. 15,001, you don't look a day over 30. Well, that's very sweet. Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you, Chels. Mahal kita. Chels, that's very sweet. But, yes, it is indeed my day of birth, and Not only that, not only is it your god's birthday, but it is also the day, or rather coming up, is the 5-month anniversary of Lamentus. Not to mention, that means that our half anniversary is coming up very quickly. It'll be 6 months together. 5 months already. It's been 5 months already. It does not feel like. Does not feel like that. Already been almost half a month. It does not feel like that. I feel like we just got started. It is so funny that, like, where'd all the time go? Starting to fly. That's how it feels. It's just time is flying. The cake and art says birthday. How do I explain day of spawn now? No, it's fine. We can say birthday. You can say birthday. Day of spawn is too much to write on a cake. Birthday is the shortened down version. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. It's true. It feels like 3 months to me, but for you guys, I am so happy. It feels like I genuinely do not feel. I don't understand where the time goes because it's been so fast. It doesn't feel like it's been that much time, and yet, bam. I just paid shipping for the 1 month merch too. Lots of hype. Oh, Saku, let's go. You're still waiting on that 1 month, that 1 month merch. I hope when it does show up, it is glorious. I'm curious if anybody has the 1 month merch yet, because I want to see the little standee. I haven't seen him anywhere. Arctic Noir, thank you for the 4 months. May I ask what your favorite spawn day cake is? I am a very simple man. I have 2 cakes that I like. I'm a very simple man. So my favorite kinds of cake is either a nice cheesecake, or I like like I forget the flavor of it. It's like a pink cake with like white frosting. I think it might just be like a vanilla cake that is like color dyed pink. I don't know, but it's like a pink cake with white frosting is a big fan favorite of mine. Otherwise, no, not red velvet, although I do like red velvet. Strawberry cake? It must be strawberry cake. I guess so. But yeah, a nice strawberry cake, right? I suppose it must be. Cheesecake and strawberry based. Oh yeah. Pink ombre? Hang on. A pink ombre? An ombre? Doesn't that mean like... Man. Pink ombre. Isn't this a hair? Yeah, it's a hair. Isn't this like a hairstyle? Am I dumb? I would look good with pink ombre. I would look good with like a nice, like, cut my hair like half, like cut my hair down by half. Give me the nice little pink, like it kind of like fades to pink. Oh, I would look sharp. I would look good. Bold, thank you so much for the 4 months, by the way. What kind of cheesecake? I am a plain cheesecake kind of guy. If not plain cheesecake, I will take either pumpkin cheesecake or a strawberry cheesecake. But I'm actually a very, very plain cheesecake kind of guy. When it comes to my food, I'm very plain. You'd match my bestie. They have that? Ooh, let's go. Let's go. Pumpkin. Ah, yummy. Now I'm hungry. Pumpkin cheesecake is a thing? Yes, it is very good. I love pumpkin cheesecake so much. It's so good. It's so good. I've never tasted a pumpkin. That's crazy. Biscoff cheesecake. Biscoff cheesecake's very solid. Manifesting the bob, low-key. I wouldn't rock the bob well. I don't assume I would. I would be curious to see me with like really short hair. Like short, maybe not like super short, but like maybe like just to my shoulders or something. Like I would be curious to see me with shorter hair. Although I do love my long hair. Obviously, I've grown it out this long. The freaky bob. The bob. Doodle bob. Me hoiny bob. My friend says that pumpkin cheesecake tastes bad. I'm glad I found people who like it. Pumpkin cheesecake is delicious. Your friend just has bad taste. I am God, so therefore I have the correct opinion. Artists, can we commission Bob Cariel? No, please no. Are you an ice cream cake eater? I don't hate ice cream cake. It's just not my, like, go-to. It's all right. It's good. I'll take any cake, though. Any kind of cake I will take. You know. I'd just be walking up and just, any kind of cake. You can ask Lamentus. I just walk up, I just, just take a big bite, just latch on. You know, I just, you know, let them carry me away. I just bite, stick my teeth in, and we just, you know, go to our weekly meetings with me, like, latched on to one of the boys' ass. Just a mouthful of Lamentus, Lamentus booty, you know? Like a dog with a toy. Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah. And then I'm dragged away. It's true. Hello, Minsu. Only the biggest noms for Ash. It's true. Well, it's true. Listen, not the lament cheeks. Yeah, the lament cheeks. I take a big bite of the lament cheeks. I latch on. I don't let go. You know, it's just how it's got to be sometimes. But speaking of butts, let's see. You know what these streams are for. These streams are for us to look back on the previous week and kind of give my thoughts on the previous week and recap, you know, a little bit of everything. Artistic, thank you so much for the lovely offering to your new god. What a good Marimomi you are. Okay, fuck it. I was gonna keep this secret, but what are the chances that we're talking about pink ombre hair the day after I dyed my hair pink ombre? Oh my god. Wait, really? Ooh, artistic. I love that. Well done. See, excellent taste. Your god is so proud. So proud of you. Well done. I bet it looks awesome. That is so cool. I love me some pink hair in general is good. Pink hair. I'm a sucker for pink hair and blue hair. Obviously, I like pink hair. Reasons. Minsu, thank you so much for the lovely offering to your new god. Whoa, your birthday is fast approaching. I am excited, my god. Anyway, 5 months already. The time flies. Where is the puppy? I'm not in charge of that, Minsu. Come now, princess. You know this. Come now. I'm not in charge. I don't know where the puppy is. If I do, the day the Papes release is the day that you see a million Ashkariel Papes being thrown into the street. Those Papes are gonna get the shit knocked out of them. If this is Toy Story, I feel bad for them. You know, those poor things. You better take them everywhere, right? I want to see like the Ash standee from the 1 month merch. And I want to see the Papes, like, being taken everywhere. I got to see them taken everywhere, you know? I need, like, 5 Papes for stuff right now, please. Is that so? Aw, Kaveh, thank you so much for the lovely offering to your new god. Oh, I'd be insufferable? You'd be insufferable? Nonsense. No such thing as insufferable. Not amongst the Marimomis. Let's see. Your Pape is coming. Is gonna come to Brazil. You know, Fabs. I can't say Brazil without saying it like Vin Diesel. Brazil. I want to go to Brazil so bad. I think I've said this like a million times already. I want to go to Brazil. I want to go back to Japan. I want to go to New Zealand, Scotland, Ireland, and I think that's probably it. But yeah, those are the places I want to go. I want to go. I want to see, you know? I also, low-key... Okay, oh, hang on, I crashed. Just a moment. I crashed. My soul has left my body, temporarily. There we go. For just a brief moment, my soul left my body. There we go. Do you know low-key what I would love to do? Have you guys ever seen it's an anime series called A Place Further Than the Universe? I low-key would be like, that's a trip I would love to go on with Lamentus. I would love to see, like, for Lamentus to go to Antarctica. I would love that. It would be cold as all get out, and I know those boys would bitch the whole way, but I would really want to do it. Yeah, Lamentus adventure. I want to go on a Lamentus adventure really bad. B, thank you so much for the lovely offering to your new god. I'll put Ash Pape in cute outfits and take him everywhere with me. Please do, B. What a good Marimomi you are. I would love to see Ash Pape running around in fancy outfits. I would love that. And Chels, thank you as well for the lovely offering to your new god. Thank you, darling. I want an Ash Pape so bad. My passenger princess, just so you know, I'm putting lash clusters on him the moment I get him. Oh, really? Okay, all right. Well, you know what, Chels? You do whatever you'd like, darling. You do whatever you'd like. I'm in a teasing mood, so, you know, prepare yourselves for today. In Ash Puppets, I want Ash Puppets so bad. I wanted it together for my birthday. I wanted to spend it on a Stray Kids album. Ooh, Stray Kids. Putting our god in a dress, I feel I would have varying results based on his mood. You know, Freddy, that's true. I feel like I would look lovely in a dress. I feel like I would look fantastic in a sundress. I mean, look at this hair. Look at this beautiful long blonde hair, please. I would look lovely in a sundress. Please don't tease, I'm in public. Don't tease, Aurora. Do you not want me to tease you? To call you my good Marimomi? You don't want that? Is that so? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Rick. Hey, let me tell you something, Red. Let me tell you something, Rick. Let me tell you something. I'm channeling my John Bernthal right now. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Guy, gal, like, lovely in between. It does not matter. Everybody looks good in a sundress and cowboy boots. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. That's just how it is. Everybody looks good in a sundress and cowboy boots. For my birthday, I am making a request to Lamentus. I want them in sundresses and cowboy boots. That's what I want. Lamentus in sundresses and cowboy boots, and I want them on their knees in front of their new god, just acknowledging that I am God and I'm the best, and that they worship me because they're mine. They're my boys. Don't forget, I just let you borrow them. I told you during debut. I just let you borrow them. They're mine. You can't have them. The god of fashion slaking. Oh, I shall. You know me, Franny. You know me. But I definitely missed an offering here. Minsu, my princess. As I said, your pape will go straight to my microwave with love. Well, by the way, if you see anything else on Twitter, that's not me cooking. Minsu is full of lies. For anyone who didn't see, Minsu recently did a very lovely a very, very lovely cosplay of yours truly. It was crazy. I was like, wow, that's just me. That is just me, straight up. The wings, the outfit was down to like the last minute details. It was perfect. Perfect. Everything down to the last minute details. You know, to quote Homelander. You know, like it was perfect. 10 out of 10. Minsu did a great job. You know? You and Shiki in sundresses would eat so bad. Listen, it would. It would. Could just dress up in a vampire fashion state? I would love that. So, hey, listen. Me and a certain vampire, listen, I'm just saying, I feel like Lucy and I right? Like, Lucy and I, if we were to, like, be like, okay, we're gonna do, like, a fashion show, right? Actually, wait, this could be, never mind. Because I was like, wait, this could be content, actually. But, nah, fuck it. Like, if we were to host, like, a fashion show, right? Oh, Lucy and I would slay. Oh, we'd slay. It would be, like, it would be too much. It'd be too powerful. Too powerful. And Minnie, thank you for the lovely offering to your new god as well. Noted. Oh, I'm glad. What a good Marimomi you are, Minnie. Thank you, thank you. For Slage production. For Slage. Ash, you would slay in everything? I do slay in everything. That's because I am slay. I am the embodiment of slay. We're not strong enough to witness this fashion excellence. Listen, I am the embodiment of fashion excellence, you know? I mean, look at me. I'm fabulous. I'm like gothic fashion incarnate, you know? You know what you did this morning? Oh, really? And would you like me to do something else? Minnie. Yeah. For anyone who's curious, I gave Minnie, if it's like, there's certain artists that I'll follow because it's like, I just love their art, you know? And Minnie freaked out because Minnie's drawn 1,000 thumbnails for this channel. And I was like, oh, I can't believe I wasn't following Minnie. And Ra, who also has drawn 1,000 thumbnails for the channel. So I'm like, oh, I can't believe I wasn't following Minnie and Ra. That's crazy. So I followed them back and they both had a freak out. I was like, you guys keep this channel, like, this channel's thumbnail game on point. What are you two talking about? Of course I was going to follow, but it's so cute that you got so shy. So cute. You're gonna explode, Minnie. Don't explode. It's okay, I've got you. You can trust me, right? I'll take care of you. Oh my me indeed. What is wrong with you today? I'm just in a silly mood. I had a nice little workout. I got myself an energy drink. I'm like, I don't know. I know I have been kind of like not as teasing as usual, but like, I don't know, sometimes I just want to tease my Mari mommies, you know? Sometimes I'm just in the mood for it. Bro's feeling what is that for? Bro's feeling romantic. I'm feeling romantic. What is that phrase? Like, what does he say before that? Like, so you John, you better something. I'm feeling romantic. I forget what he says, but it's so funny. I haven't gotten a good tease in forever, so I found my new source. Oh, Franny, is that so? Well, you know you're always welcome here. I do love to tease my Marimomies. Ash Rose, thank you so much for the lovely offering to your new god. I will happily take that rose. Ah, thank you. I would love to go smell the roses with the Marimomies, you know? Yo, that's what it is. You better kiss me on my hot mouth right now. I'm feeling romantic. That's what it was. Yeah. Bimmy, you're right. That's right. You better kiss me on my hot mouth right now. I'm feeling romantic. That is such a funny clip. I would love to know the context of that clip. It is so funny. It is such a funny clip. Sneaking in at work, hope all is going well. Wind. Naughty. Sneaking in from work. I can't believe you. I can't believe you right now. Gonna have to put you on my naughty list. Kit! Hello, Kit. Hello, my good girl. How are you? Hi, Ash. Sorry I'm a bit late. Being back here feels like home. I missed you a lot. Mwah to you and mwah to the Maribomies. Aw, Kit. Hello, my girl. How are you? Thank you for such a lovely offering to your new god. Thank you. Welcome in, welcome in. My brain is trying not to explode. Trying not to explode? Oh, please. This is me at like a 2. Oh, I don't think you could handle me at a 10. Oh, please. Marimomis who are like old heads, which is funny because there's the idea of old head Marimomis who have been here from the start. Because it's 5 months now. There's got to be some like Marimomis who are like newer, right? But the older Marimomis who have been here for a while, no, it took me a little bit to rev up. And then I was teasing y'all constantly for a little bit. And now I'm kind of like, all right, let's pull it back a little bit, right? And now I'm, you know, I tease you when I feel like it, you know? This is not a 6. This is like a 2 minimum. You want to see a 6? You want to see a 7, 8, 9, 10? Well, then you're going to have to join up for the Marimomi flight training. Yes, that's right. At the Marimomi flight training, you too can learn how to fly and also get access to a lot of ASMRs that's going to have... you going to be kicking your feet. I got plans. I just got here, but I am not complaining. Is that so, kid? Is that so? I'm broke, please spare me. Listen, you are spared. You are spared from like the fact that you know, you won't have to hear me absolutely just destroy several Marimomis at once. Bold, thank you so much for the 5 gifted wings. Holy cow. Bold, thank you so much. Thank you for the gifted wings, Bold. Thank you, thank you. What a good Marimomi you are. And Bimmy, thank you for the 5 gifted wings as well. What a good Marimomi you are. And B, what the hell is... Oh, so many Marimomis are dead. So many Marimomis are about to die. That's crazy. B, thank you for the 5 gifted wings as well. What a good Marimomi you are. My goodness. Bold, Bimmy, B. What good Marimomis you are. I'm so proud. I hope you know you just signed those Marimomis up for death. You know that they're not prepared. It's so funny because I can imagine like Marimomi flight training to be like Top Gun. That's how I imagine like Marimomi flight training. It's like, have you guys ever seen Top Gun? Where it's like a flight training school, right? But there's like new recruits who are like tiny little Marimo just looking up and shaking, and I'm like, oh my, you're not going to survive the winter, right? And then there's like Marimomis with wings who are just shaking their head like, yeah, they dead. Yeah, they cooked. Highway to the danger zone. Gonna take you right into the danger zone. Revving up your engines, listen to them howl and roll. Dude, Kenny Loggins was on that soundtrack. Kenny Loggins was like, this soundtrack's gonna be straight heat. This soundtrack gonna be fire, you know? Also, Top Gun, one of the few franchises that got a sequel many years later. That bangs, you know, like Top Gun Maverick's pretty fucking good, man. How long of a time difference was it? Hang on. Top Gun Maverick to Top Gun. I gotta finish Top Gun Maverick. I only saw like bits and pieces of it because it was Papa Cario was watching it, so I sat in for a little bit, left for a little bit because I was hungry, came back and saw the scene with Val, which is just Kalima Shoktite. Just like rip my heart out, why don't you? Right? The fucking Iceman, bro. Just no, why? Iceman. No, Iceman. So sad. But yeah. God, that scene is so sad. But no, it was good. I liked it. I thought it was really good. Obviously, Iceman's not in it very much. Which one was Glenn Powell? Hey, which one was Glenn Powell? Oh, he was Hangman. Yeah. Hangman. Rooster's rival. Yeah. I'm looking at the cast list now. I'm like, right. Hangman. So sad. So sad. Top Gun is my dad's favorite movie. I essentially grew up with it always on our TV. Well, it's funny because, like, so again, when I came to Britannia after being in hell for, several thousand years, when I came to the surface and I met my Britannian family for the first time, like the Earth family, I only watched the new one, I can't lie. Yeah, but the new one's good though, kid. Like, you're not, like, that's not a bad thing. I'll say that. It's not a bad thing to have only seen the new one. If you get the chance to watch the old one, go for it. But yeah, the new one is pretty solid. Oh yeah, so Potato, it's more, it's not like the name of the movie. It's, so when you're flying, everybody has like call names, right? So with Rooster, that's not his actual name, that's his call name, because his dad's name was Goose, right? And then yeah, there's Penny, Cyclone, Hangman, Hammer, right? Iceman, Maverick, right? They all have like call names, right? I wouldn't need a call name. My name is literally a call name. Ashkariel. Ash is the call name. Yeah. I would say growing up, but you're still like watching a lot of old movies back in the day when I was at my grandma's house. Well, it's funny because, like, so I had gotten up to the surface, and one of the first things that happened was Papa Cario was like, let me show you the world, right? And showed me pop culture. And a lot of what I like now is stuff that Papa Cario and Grandpa Cario showed me from like way back. I actually want to talk about Grandpa Cario in a minute, because I was thinking about him today. But anyway, Papa Cario, he was like, let me show you pop culture, you know? And one of the things he showed me was Top Gun. And I was like, Papa Cario? And he's like, yes, Ashkariel. And I was like, you are very aware that this movie is just the gayest thing. And he's like, what? And I was like, this is very clearly about repressed homosexuality, the entire movie, right? And he's like, no, it's not. It's like, yes, it is. Like, I'm watching it. I'm like, damn, this is just the gayest thing, right? Well, and then it gets, and he's like, no, it's not. And then it gets to, and he's like, look, the teacher's totally into him, and the teacher's like a girl, and she gets it all up in his face, in Maverick's face, and then Maverick like looks over at Goose, and Goose is like, and Maverick goes, and you're like, ooh, and I was like, oh, okay, so maybe he is into her. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misreading it, right? And then it cuts to playing with the boys. Just playing with the boys. One of life's simple joys is the boy. And I'm like, huh. And he goes, okay, maybe like a little bit. It's like, yeah, this is pretty gay, dude. It's like, this is pretty gay. So for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, it's just like the gayest straight man scene of all time, where like Maverick and Goose are taking on Iceman and I forget, one of the other boys, and they're playing beach volleyball. And this song, this Kenny Loggins song is playing, called "Playing with the Boys," where one of life's simple joys is the boys, right? That's the song that plays when Lamentus hangs out, right? Playing with the boys. Anytime that a Lamentus collab is starting, know that that's how I'm getting myself ready for stream. I'm going, playing with the boys. They're like, shut the fuck up! No, I'm sure that's not what happens. But that'd be funny. Just loves the boys. One of life's simple joys is the boys, you know? Anyway, the point is, in that scene, they're like, yeah, it's a volleyball scene, which is not like, volleyball is not like, it's not like only gay dudes play volleyball. Although, to be fair, Haikyuu does exist. But it's not quite correct to say, right? But the way it's shot, it's like focused on like abs, and they're like going like to each other. There's literally a scene where like they're in the locker room and they're all wearing like towels, and Maverick and Iceman are in each other's face, and Iceman goes right up to Maverick and he goes, he like bites in the air towards him, and I'm like, just fuck. Like just go to town. Oh my gosh. Like what is happening right now? This kid is crazy. That said, Top Gun Maverick is not as gay. Top Gun Maverick is significantly toned down. He's asserting dominance. That's literally what's happening, Franny. That's literally what's happening in that scene. If the movie has two people sharing a cigarette, it's being used to replace a gay kiss. It is a known thing. Well, it's true, right? I'm trying to think. There's that scene. Okay, there is a scene at the very end of Soul Eater. So I don't know how many of you guys have seen the anime Soul Eater. The second there's these two characters, and the second they were on screen together, I'm like, oh, they fucking. And everyone's like, you're seeing things. And I'm like, no, they fucking. Right? And it's Stein and Spirit. Stein and Spirit are 100% boning. And you cannot tell me otherwise. Like, they are absolutely banging. Right? And I was like, they fucking. You know, like, oh, they fucking. Right? And at the end of the show, it's the two of them looking. They're sitting at the edge of I forget what you call it, like Death City. I forget the name of the city. They're sitting on the edge of it, and they're just kind of like looking out over the city, and they share a cigarette together, and the smoke makes a heart, and I'm like, they just kissed. And I was like, you're seeing things. I'm like, I am not seeing things. Like, I am not reading into that. It made a fucking heart. Like, please. Ashkariel has several powers. Gaydar is included. It's true. Feels like there was history there. To be fair, Rita, there is history there. There is history with Stein and Spirit. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Spirit and Stein were Weapon and Meister at one point. I could be wrong. And then I think Spirit ends up teaming up with Maka's mom for a bit, and then teams up with Death. But we never see Maka's mom, right? So we don't know like how good of Meister and Weapon they were. Meister are the people who wield weapons. Weapons are people who can turn into weapons, right? So Spirit turns into like a big fuck off scythe, right? Which is funny because like Maka's not that. Maka's a Meister. Right? Yes, and they leveled Spirit up to a death weapon. That's what it was. Yeah. So like Stein and Spirit were a team. Maka and Spirit, Maka's mom and Spirit were a team. And then Spirit teams up with Death later on in the show. And Death is fucking awesome. Death is one of the coolest anime characters of all time. I love Death. He is the best. I love Death so much. He's a goofy goober. You know who else I love? And everyone who hates Ashkariel will know, like, that explains so much. Excalibur, Excalibur, from the United K, I'm looking for heaven, going to California. Excalibur, Excalibur. from the United K. I'm looking for heaven, going to California. Excalibur, Excalibur. I fucking love Excalibur. I would be Excalibur's Meister, 100%. Fool, 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 fool. I love when like like the world's ending and everybody's just trying to talk about like, what do we do? Well, we could try this. Oh, we tried that already. We could try this though. Oh no, but that wouldn't work because of this. Right? And as they're like, every time somebody finishes a sentence, he's in the background just, fool. Well, we could try this. Fool. No, but that won't work because of this. Fool. Well, we could try this then. Fool. Well, that won't work either. Fool. Just fool. You know? I love him. He's the best. Everyone has flaws. Now, Coco, I don't have flaws. I am Ashkariel. I am your god. And your lovely offering indicates that you know exactly who I am and that I have no flaws to speak of. Right? You guys just need to step up to my level and understand that Excalibur is the way. Excalibur. Excalibur. Wait. I just realized. Really? Hang on. I had the really? Huh. Really? Sorry, I'm looking at something and I'm just kind of like, I saw something that kind of threw me off. So, Lewis Pullman played Robert Floyd, aka Bob, in Top Gun Maverick. Lewis Pullman also plays Robert Bob Reynolds in the Thunderbolts movie. He has played two famous men named Bob. I don't know why that's so weird to me, but that is strange to me. Lewis can play lots of dudes named Bob, you know? He's good at playing dudes named Bob. What can we say? It helps that his dad was the fucking president from Independence Day. That certainly helps. I remember watching Thunderbolts for the first time and being like, man, that dude looks so familiar. And it took me so long to, because I was sitting there the whole movie. I watched this on an airplane, by the way. So I want you to like keep in mind, I'm on an airplane watching Thunderbolts, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, bro looks so familiar. Why do I know bro? He's definitely familiar. And I'm sitting there and I'm sitting there and I'm sitting there, and then I finally go, Independence Day, Independence Day. And I did this out loud on the plane. I go, Independence Day. His dad was in Independence Day. And I just, I literally turned to the person next to me. Independence, it was his dad, his dad. And the person next to me is like, I'm like, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. Now, okay, I will say though, while I do love Independence Day, because it is a fucking awesome movie, and I am now embarrassed for having shared that story, but if you haven't watched Thunderbolts, please watch Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts involves one of my favorite characters of all time, Sentry. I love the Sentry. I have read everything Sentry related. Sentry is the fucking man, but how do I put this? I love Sentry. He is the man. The movie does so good. So good. Such a fucking good job. Like, such a fucking good job. It's so fucking good. It's so good. Right? Like, the movie, like, because I didn't watch it because I was like, Sentry's one of my favorite Marvel characters, but I just didn't have faith, right? And that's on me. I lost faith. Kevin Feige was like, Ashkariel, God, return to us. And I was like, no, Kevin Feige. We have lost the way. I can't. And Kevin Feige's like, well then, God, we shall have to prove you incorrect and return the MCU to its former glory. And I'm like, no, Kevin, I will not be hurt again. Tway with you. Tway. And so off Kevin went. And they made Thunderbolts, and I didn't see it. And I did notice that it's like Thunderbolts with an asterisk. And I'm like, that's interesting that it's Thunderbolts with an asterisk. I wonder why. And then they tell you why at the end of the movie. And I had heard about it because they didn't necessarily keep it a secret. It's not like a big secret. Like, I get why they called it Thunderbolts. It's the only thing about the movie that... Hang on. Hold, everybody, hold. We're going to the fucking bookshelf. Hang on. Oh my gosh, there's so many energy drink cans everywhere. Okay, hang on. Where are you? You are... Where are you? Are you not here? Ah, here we go. In between Jughead and Marvels. This book, right here. This is The New Avengers by Brian Michael Bendis. Bendis nuts. Sorry. So this is, New Avengers by Brian Michael Bendis. Gave me the biggest crush on Spider-Woman I have ever had in my life. Spider-Woman has given me like a unrealistic standard to which everyone else must now sit, because Spider-Woman's the fucking man. The lady. Although some of the art, I'm like, okay, guys, like you can maybe like tone it the fuck down. Like some art of her in this book is like, all right, you can fucking relax like a little bit, right? Like, yeah, this scene. Okay, there's this scene, right? So the Avengers have been split up for a little bit, right? The Avengers are split up, and so they form the New Avengers. And Steve is all excited, so he goes to see Spider-Woman, right? And so the way this they literally just have a conversation through like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. They split one page into 25 panels of a conversation. So it goes, you serious? Yes. Me? Yes. Wow. You in? I got yanked off my shield assignment. Yeah, I know. Total assignment failure. That wasn't your fault. Whose fault was it? First thing on my to-do list. I thought I was gonna get decommissioned, kicked out of shield. Thought for sure. You're the reason I wasn't. We'll need a go-between between shield and between shield every once in a while. That's gonna be you. Fury's okay with this? I don't care what Nick Fury thinks. You rebuilding the mansion? No. I mean, we are gonna have a clubhouse, right? And then Steve just smiles. Right? It's so funny. This is also the book that like makes Luke Cage an Avenger for the first time, which is pretty rad. But yeah, it's a good book. I will say like the big element of it. So when they pitched this book, the original team was gonna be. So okay. How do I put this? Like, the original pitch for New Avengers is it, and I'm going to read this team to you, and I want you to remember that Thunderbolts is claiming to be the New Avengers, okay? I'm going to read this team to you. Steve Rogers, Captain America. Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Iron Man. Luke Cage. Wolverine. Spider-Woman, Sentry. And also Daredevil, but as Ronin, right? Although it wasn't really Ronin. It wasn't Daredevil, but it was. But it was supposed to be. It's a long fucking story. Don't worry about it. So that's a fucking stacked lineup. That's my Avengers team, right? That's my team. Because this was the book that really, really got me into reading trades, right? It's also, like, probably of the trade paperbacks that I have, it's the one that I think is the most beat up, because I've just read it like 1,000 times. It's not the book that got me into comics, but it is the one that got me into reading trades, right? So, that's the book team. The MCU team, and this is why, like, when I heard this, it made me more convinced that I didn't want to watch the movie. Now, mind you, I do love this movie. This is just, like, my initial opinion of the movie, right? So, the Thunderbolts involves Black Widow, Yelena Black Widow, Bucky Barnes as Winter Soldier, kind of, John Walker, U.S. Agent, Bob, Sentry, hang on. I don't know who that is. Wait, is that supposed to be... I don't know who that is. Oh yeah, Ghost, let's see, Valentina Allegra, yeah, Valentina is in this movie for like a second. Wow, they don't even do they just not list Taskmaster? Hang on, let me see. Yeah, I don't think they list Taskmaster as part of the cast. That's oh yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, she is there. She is there. Yeah, and Taskmaster dies in like the opening part of this movie, and I was like, oh, well, fuck me, I guess. Because if you don't know, I love Taskmaster, right? So I was like, oh, I sure hope the real Taskmaster is out there somewhere. That sucks. It's, to be fair, because they wanted Thunderbolts to feel like, yeah, oh, that happened. Yeah, it's like, oh, okay. Ghost killed the fuck out of, yeah, Ghost destroys Taskmaster. It was crazy. But Ghost is cool as shit in this movie. They make Ghost really cool. I do feel like the MCU does a lot better when it's a more kind of like, people don't really know this character that well, you know? Tyroline, welcome in. Yeah, please watch Thunderbolts. It's a really good movie. But I'll say, like, so I'm watching, like, I'm hearing this lineup. I'm like, oh, and Red Guardian. And I'm like, this is the new Avengers. This is some weak ass shit. Man, I do not care. And then I'm on a plane and I see it and I'm like, you know what? I got time to kill. Let me just check it out. Because at this point, I'm slowly turning around on the MCU. I'm like, maybe I've judged you too harshly. And I proceed to get my fucking socks knocked off. That movie kicks ass. Thunderbolts is legitimately one of the coolest, like, one of the coolest MCU movies I had seen in a while. Right? It's not my favorite. I don't know if it's in my top 5 even, but Thunderbolts is, like, really, really cool. I was so stunned with Thunderbolts. I thought it was really good. Mainly because they handle Sentry brilliantly. Sentry, so when I was in comics, or when I was getting into comics rather, and I was reading trade paperbacks, right? So I was reading New Avengers, I'm reading Planet Hulk, right? And Sentry is there. And Sentry, I was like, Sentry just like me for real, because he's Superman. But what if Superman was like claustrophobic and had severe anxiety? And also, every time Superman did something good, a opposite force would have to do something really bad. Sentry's really cool. I love Sentry a lot. The Void is a really interesting, like, manifestation of mental health. Like, they did such a great job. Superman. Yeah, Superman. I love Superman. So I was just like, damn. This is a good-ass movie. And it's funny because they keep Bob on the team. And I like that they say that the public has no faith in the Thunderbolts / New Avengers as like a team because like, why would you? Right? So it's just funny, right? Because it's like, yeah, why would you have faith in that team? So it's like, I like that, like, Bob is still part of the team, but they're like, Bob, we could use your help on this. He's like, oh, sorry, can't. Void, you know? It'd be bad. Sorry, can't help. And it's like, what is bro even doing here? Bro thinks he's on the team. What is bro even doing? Hello, Ash and Mari Momies. I should be asleep, but oh yeah, Raw. You should be asleep. Now, Raw, if you should be asleep, why don't you go to sleep? Do you need me to snuggle up close to you to get you to drift off? Hey yo, relax. Hey yo. Whenever he changes the voice, I'm like, damn. All right. Good to know. Sometimes I think about my obsession with the Captain America movies. They help me get through school. I think, so when it comes to, like, MCU, I think the Captain America movies are arguably amongst the upper echelon. Yes, including Sam. Don't be weird. All right? Before anybody says anything, yes, including Sam. I think anything Captain America in regards to the MCU is always really good. If I see Captain America's name on something, I know it's gonna be good, right? I love Sam. Yeah, Sam's the man. I love Sam. It's got to be one of the big three. What's the big three? Aliens, wizards, or I forget what it was. Aliens, wizards, or robots. The big three. That is not the big three. Like, I love that interaction. It's part of the big three. Now he's out of line, but he's out of line, but he's right. Like, Sam's just really, I like that Sam's funny, you know? Sam's really on his feet. He's like, you know, now he's out of line, but he's right. I'm trying to sleep, but I don't do super well sleeping in rooms that aren't mine, Sag. The only thing that sucks about traveling, but I hope everyone is well. Aw, Raw. I hope that you can drift off to sleep pretty soon. I know how much it sucks, like, trying to get used to sleeping in a bed that's not yours, you know. What if I said about Captain America? I would say that you are not wrong, right? You are not. It's not an incorrect opinion. It's okay to not like Cap. I think when written poorly, like Ultimate's Cap. What? Who said that? That was loud. What? The wind is very windy today. Captain America can be a bit of a stooge. My Steve Rogers would never pull that shit, right? Like, Steve Rogers, main Steve Rogers, like actual Steve Rogers is my goat, right? Because when he's written correctly, Steve Rogers, I have to be so careful about how I say all this. Steve Rogers doesn't like bullies, right? Steve Rogers is like Captain, he's not actually Captain America, he's Captain Anti-Bully, you know? Steve Rogers is Captain Morals, you know? It was nice seeing you again, even if it's for a short time. See you again. Aw, see you again. It was nice seeing you even for a little bit. Hopefully we see you again soon. I'll be sure to shower you with affection next time, okay? But yeah, Steve don't like bullies, and he can do this all day, you know? But when Steve's written not great, he's just sort of like, rah, America. And I'm like, all right. It's just kind of like, it's just a little boring, right? It's like, okay, well, I don't like that very much. But yeah, Steve can be cool. Speaking of rah, right? Did you know that there is a rah Canada team? So there is a Canadian Marvel team called Alpha Flight. Alpha Flight are a very obscure Canadian superhero team, and I love them. They are so dumb. One of the people on the team is called Puck because he's a short little dude. So he's called Puck, like hockey puck. Not rah as in raw. But like rah as in like, yeah, you know? Not raw as in you raw. Although you know you always have my attention. Canadian representation? Marvel Canada is wild. Marvel Canada is crazy. There are Sasquatches and evil shadow governments that like take citizens and turn them into Wolverine. It's bizarre. Like Canada in the Marvel universe is crazy. Right? Very, very crazy. It's very werewolf bar mitzvah spooky scary. Anyway. I don't want to keep talking about Marvel because I feel like we've talked about Marvel for like a really long time. The way my stream paused when you said although is so cruel. Oh, really? Did you know they filmed their own Avengers in oh okay, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Our gods got hobbies, let them preach the good word. Listen, you know I love Marvel. All right? I love me some Marvel. But like I don't want to rant too long about Marvel. I do love it, but like okay, I will say one more thing, and then we'll stop. I will say, because I was thinking about the trailer for A Brand New Day. And so the trailer for Brand New Day has a scene. There's a scene in it where we see Peter like wake up upside down in a web cocoon, but he doesn't have his web shooters. He's just in a web cocoon with no web shooters, which is very much like implying, oh shit, he has organic webbing. And we hear a narration basically saying that like spiders go through 3 life stages, and at the end they face a sort of reincarnation, right? A rebirth, right? And I'm like, this looks so good. And I am so excited. And I know some people are like, I don't like I don't like organic webbing. I don't care what you like and don't like. I love it, and I am God, therefore I am correct. I do not care what you...
But I like the organic web shooter.
Shut your mouth! Right?
But the organic web shooters means that it's Peter using his brain.
I don't care. I do not care. Right? Like, I could not possibly care less. I just shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I don't care. I do not care. I simply do not. All right? Like, I love the organic webbing. It makes sense. He's a fucking Spider-Man. It makes sense. Organic webbing makes sense. It's always made sense. Why would it not make...
But it doesn't make sense.
Why would it not make sense? He's a fucking Spider-Man. He can stick to walls. That's pretty fucking weird. Like, you know, like... So, okay. And the comic that this is likely adapting is this comic where Peter, like, dies and goes into this, like, web cocoon and is reborn with organic webbing, but also, and we've talked about this, a stinger. Peter develops this stinger that comes out of his forearm, like a fucking assassin from Assassin's Creed, right? So Do I think we're gonna see the stinger? Maybe. I don't know. I hope so. I think it'd be kind of cool, right? Like, I think it'd be kind of neat. Because I've always loved the stinger. He's a spider, right? I think the stinger should only be used in, like, I think the stinger should cause Peter, like, immense pain and is only used when is absolutely necessary. Because Peter doesn't kill people, right? Like, so the stinger should only be used when absolutely necessary, right? So that's a way you could do something with it. What about Man Spider? Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, Matt. I think there's implication that Peter is going to become Man Spider. What is Man Spider? I will tell you, Mari Momies. Man Spider is so it's probably best known from the cartoon. Like, I think most people know Man Spider from the cartoon, which, funny enough, he fights Punisher in the cartoon as Man Spider. Punisher's in this movie, and it's making people be like, oh shit, we're gonna get the Man Spider fight between Punisher and Man Spider, right? I don't think that's gonna happen. Only because, like, I don't think they're gonna let Peter, like, become a creepy monster. He might, right? Like, he might, but I think it's a little too much. I think it's gonna be more that Peter is gonna start to, like the stinger is gonna be like the Man Spider, right? Like, you might see the stinger, Peter might develop this, like, rage, and it's gonna be the two most angry men in all of Marvel's cinematic universe being like Punisher and Hulk being like, Peter, you have to control this anger. Like, this is not you, right? Like, it's gonna be the two of them being like, you have to control your anger, right? There is a Spider-Man where his head is a spider with legs with a human body, correct? So there is a Peter where, like, his head is a giant spider with legs. That is Man Spider from the cartoon. There is also a Spider-Man where he is a human head with a spider body. He dies right away because, obviously. There are many weird Spider-Men out there that don't make sense. Yeah, so there are lots of bizarre Spider-Men out there. Oh, bye, Franny. Thank you for hanging out with us. Appreciate you. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Yeah, that is Man Spider. Yeah, that is Man Spider. But, okay, so the reason why I'm, like, really excited about this is what... Okay, the way I described it to a friend was Brand New Day. Watching the trailer for Brand New Day felt like waking up from a really confusing, hazy dream. Because I was like, wow, right? Like, I watched it and I was like, it's Peter Parker. He's down on his luck. He's trying to juggle being Spider-Man while also trying to live a life as Peter. Superheroes are just a known thing. There's just, like, a scene with Punisher and Spider-Man just kind of interacting. Hulk is teaching a class somewhere. He's got the tech from She-Hulk on his arm so he can control the Hulk, and it's just, like, I'm curious about what the other is. Oh, kid. I really hope that they don't do that. So, okay. You know how Peter is a story about science, right? If you ask Peter Parker, he would tell you his powers are science-based, right? Because his powers come from a radioactive spider, right? Like, the spider was hit with radiation at the science fair. The spider landed on him, bit his hand, and changed his DNA to become that of a spider, right? Like, so that's, so that's a thing, right? That's how he gets his powers, usually. The other like Spider-Man the Other, is essentially a story where we find out Spider-Man's powers are not science. Spider-Man's powers are magic. So the way Spider-Man's powers actually work is we meet this other character. I think his name is like Ezekiel or something like that. And he has the same powers as Peter. And he tells Peter that the spider god, because there's a spider god, chose Peter to be their spider totem on Earth to protect the web of life. And Peter's like, no. I was bit by a radioactive spider. I am not doing this magic bullshit. No, thank you. Right? And Ezekiel is like, brother, I'm telling you. And also there's these things called inheritors. You need to know they're coming. Inheritors are crazy strong. They are vampires that eat spider totems. They drain the energy out of spider totems, and that's how they eat. And spider totems are across the multiverse, and they are coming for you because this universe, 616, that's the comic book universe, is like the linchpin to everything. If 616 falls apart, it all falls apart. Isn't Silk a spider totem? Yes. This is also where we find out that Silk was also a spider totem. Silk is essentially what happens is that there is another spider person called Silk. Silk is the fucking best. I love Silk. She's great. They do not use Silk enough, and it really bothers me. She is another spider person. The only thing about Silk that I don't like is they explain that Silk and Peter are how do I explain this? I'm gonna look it up to see if there's actually an like a name they give this. Why can't Silk and Peter? Yeah. Why? Okay. There we go. So let's see. Cindy and Peter are attracted to each other due to an intense, uncontrollable pheromone bond resulting in being bitten by the same radioactive spider. So yeah, if they are in the same room, they have this like need to bone. It is very silly. It is the most like nonsense, goofy, etchy plotline, right? Because I was like, this feels silly. Appy, welcome in. Hello, Appy. But yeah, so they feel the strong need to lock lips. Pheromones, Spider-Man, yes. So I don't know if that's still the case, but because they were bit by the same spider, they are like drawn together. They have to be together. Fun fact, and it's gonna piss some people off. This is my hot take. Ashkariel's hot take. If you are not going to put MJ and Peter together, which is stupid, they're perfect. But if you are going to make it so that MJ and Peter cannot be together, then you put Peter with Silk. You don't put Peter with Black Cat. That's dumb. You don't put Peter together with anybody else. Peter and Silk. I just think Peter and Cindy make way more sense, right? Like, than Peter and Black Cat. Black Cat literally doesn't like him as Peter. This is like hard established that she only likes him as Spider-Man. She does not accept him fully. That is like hard understood. That is an understood, quantifiable fact, right? Now, I love Black Cat. I actually like Black Cat better than a certain other cat-themed superhero. I actually think another certain cat-themed superhero kind of fucking boring. I love Black Cat. Right? I love Black Cat. I love Black Cat and Peter's dynamic. I think Black Cat is like... I've seen people say that Black Cat represents temptation in Peter's life, and I kind of see that, but I also think that's kind of reductive of Black Cat, because Black Cat in general is... Black Cat lives for the moment. Like, Black Cat does not represent temptation towards Peter. She represents thrill-seeking as a whole, you know? She was straight up horrified when Peter... when Peter revealed who he was, she was, like, freaking out, right? We'll find out in Marvel's Spider-Man 3 when Silk and Peter are in the same room. I don't know if we will ever see them in the same space ever again. Because, like... Okay. Okay, you guys know I love Spider-Man. This is gonna be... We're about to wade into very dangerous territory here. Cindy is a really cool character. Cindy is overshadowed by another Spider-Woman. Not that Spider-Woman. Cindy is overshadowed by Spider-Gwen, aka Spider-Woman. I'm kind of tired of Spider-Verse shit. I am very much like, I'm tired of it. I like the movies. The movies are fine. The comics have no idea what they're doing. The comic books have no idea what they're doing because the Spider-Verse cracks too much open, right? It's... Spider-Verse makes things too complicated, right? Like, I think... Because you already have too many Spider characters in the main universe. Jessica Drew, Cindy Moon, Miles, Peter... there's Anya. There's I forget the other Spider-Woman. Julia, right? Like, there's too many Spider people as it stands, and then you add in Spider-Gwen. You add in like all the other fucking Spider-Men, like a mountainous Hobie Brown, like a shit ton of other Spider-Men, like. Too many fucking Spider characters, right? I don't mind Spider-Man having Spider-Verse like once a year. Once a year, do a Spider-Verse story. Go nuts. Have fun with it. You know, you do you. Go crazy, right? But it can't be all the fucking time because it means that the Spider characters who already exist in the regular universe get overshadowed constantly. Cindy has had so little to do as Silk for so long because everyone's like, yeah, but what about Gwen? Gwen's dead! I scream. I hate Gwen. I have always hated Gwen. She's dead! She died! She's been fucking dead and buried for so long! Gwen died! She's dead! Get over it! Like, it's my hottest take is I hate Gwen, right? I'm just like, oh my god, because whenever I see Gwen, I'm like, oh my god, right? Like, I hate it because to me, all Gwen is a bunch of old men at Marvel not able to get past the Archie and like Betty Veronica bullshit from when they were kids. She's dead. She died. Her neck snapped like a fucking Kit Kat bar. She's dead. Like, she died. Get over it. Do you know how long ago she died? When did Gwen die? I'm gonna look this up. When did Gwen Stacy die? Just for fucking context. This is my biggest pet peeve. When did Gwen die? June of 1973! Get over it! Get over it! I hate it. I hate Gwen Stacy. Because it's not the character's fault. It's not the character's fault. It's the fault of writers who can't get past the Betty and Veronica bullshit. She died, dude. She died. Let her go. It's the same people who want Peter to be, like, jobless and friendless forever. And I'm like, oh my god! Oh my Ashkariel! Let him be a goddamn adult! Like, let him be with MJ and have a... Oh, but we want to have, like, young Spider-Man stories. Miles! Oh, but we want to have, like, a Spider-Man who has a Gwen Stacy. Fucking Miles! 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 Ow, I just pulled a muscle because I'm so upset. Miles! The only reason why Spider-Verse Gwen does get a pass with me, and I mean movie Spider-Verse Gwen, for the fucking record. Movie Spider-Verse Gwen gets a pass from me because that is not Gwen Stacy. That is so far from Gwen Stacy. It is so far removed. Right? That is not Gwen. Okay? Like, Spider-Gwen is fine. Whatever. But, like, not the comic, not you. Every time I see her pop up in a comic, I get upset because I'm like, I know what you're doing. You just want to bring back Gwen. By the way... Ooh! By the way... Bringing Gwen back is fucking insulting. Because Gwen dying is Peter's greatest fucking mistake. Because let me tell you something. It wasn't Goblin who killed her. It was Peter. Peter killed Gwen. Right? It made Peter realize that while, yes, he does have a responsibility to go out and save people, he has to be aware of his surroundings at all times. He has to be aware that he can lose people at any point, and he has to be aware of how to use his powers properly. He can't save everyone. That's the lesson. He cannot save everyone. He has to be aware of just how much responsibility is on his shoulders. Let her death mean something. What's the point of doing all that just to keep bringing her back? The only exception is I would accept it if you had a fucking banger story to bring her back. There's never been a good Gwen Stacy story since she died. Never has there been a good... After Gwen's death, there has never been a good story. Like, ever. Never. Ever. It's never been good. There's never been a good Gwen Stacy story after she died. I know everybody loves Gwen from the... This is another hot take of mine. I know everybody loves Gwen in the Amazing Spider-Man duology. I know everybody loves Gwen in that. Do you like Gwen, though? Or do you just like Emma Stone? Because that's just Emma Stone. Right? Like, that's my hottest... I'm like, do you like Gwen in those movies? You know? Do you? Or is it just the fact that they had natural chemistry because they were actually dating at the time? And they're very funny people, right? Andrew and Emma have very inherent chemistry, right? Right? And more often, honestly, I didn't like her. You know what, Pash, that's fair. And more often, Gwen showing up, even tangentially, sets me on edge. I'm looking at you, sins past. Well, that's just it. Every time they bring her back, they do something stupid. Right? Like, every time they bring Gwen back, they do something dumb. For an example, there was a story arc called Sins Past that Deepin's just mentioned, where it is revealed that Gwen... Now, to my knowledge, this, I don't believe, has been retconned. No, I think it has been retconned. I think it was... sorry, this has been retconned. So this is no longer canon. But there was a good couple of years where this shit was canon. That Gwen cheated on Peter with Norman Osborn. Green Goblin. Now, she didn't know he was Green Goblin, but she couldn't resist his animal magnetism. And and Peter has this moment where he, like, imagines what it's like, so you see it. Peter, like, is horrified and you see it in his mind's eye, like Gwen and Norman. And it turns out that the reason why Goblin attacked Gwen in the first place wasn't because he found out that, like, Gwen was, like, important to Spider-Man. No, it's because Gwen was carrying his weird goblin babies, and he wanted them, and he was upset that Gwen was trying to take them away, because Gwen was gonna run away to Europe, right? Which is canon. Gwen was leaving for Europe at the time. Like, she actually was leaving New York and gonna go to Europe. And they retconned that actually the reason why she was going to Europe is so that she could have these weird goblin babies. And instead, yeah, she fucking dies because he couldn't stand the idea that she was gonna take that Gwen was gonna take his kids away. And then the goblin babies are, I don't know what they do. Removed from Gwen. I don't understand how this part happens, but yeah, they're that Norman takes the goblin babies and puts them in a, like, test tube, and they grow over a short amount of time to be in their 20s, over, like, a couple months, and are trained to go hunt Spider-Man. And at first, Spider-Man thinks that they're his kids with Gwen Stacy that he didn't know about. And then it turns out they're goblin babies. So, yeah. Who wrote this? You know what's unfortunate? My fucking goat wrote that. You know what's unfortunate? The goat wrote that. I'm pretty sure that's a Straczynski story, which is crazy, because if you know Spider-Man stories, you know, like, Straczynski's, like, the guy, right? But yeah, I'm pretty sure Straczynski wrote that. It is? Yeah, okay. I was about to look it up. Yeah, it's a Straczynski story. Bananas. Yeah. But that's what I mean. Well, and then there was that time that they brought Gwen back with the fucking clone conspiracy. I don't know how many of you guys remember the story arc clone conspiracy, but they bring Gwen back only for Gwen to, like, melt again. And it's stupid. And they also turned Ben Reilly evil, which, like, tell me you never actually gave a shit about these comics. Like, so many writers are like, well, we like, what if Spider-Man was, like, evil? Well, we can't turn Spider-Man evil. So, like, what if the clone is evil? Bruh. Well, first of all, Ben died in the 90s. Like, when did Ben Reilly die? Because, like, Ben died to save Peter in the fucking 90s. Yeah, he died in 96. And then they brought him back. And I was like, oh, Ben's back? Fuck yeah, I love Ben. Hell yeah, man. All right, cool. All right. What are we doing with Ben? He's a clone. I believe it. You can bring him back. Cool. Okay. What's he gonna do? He's evil. He's like a bad guy. He's currently a bad guy right now. In the comics, right now. Like, right this second, he's a bad guy. And I'm like, he's Scarlet Spider. What, who, what, huh, what, why? I don't, why? Well, because we need a bad guy. It's Spider-Man. Reach into the box and grab one. There's a million bad guys in there. What are you talking about? What are we on about right now? It's fucking Spider-Man. His rogues gallery is bigger than Batman's. Like, what are we talking about? If we need a villain for Spider-Man, we have to get a friggin' villain for Spider-Man. Exactly. Just pull a name out of a hat. I don't care. They have Ben Reilly being a bad guy, and Norman Osborn is Spider-Man right now. Because Peter was in space with Rocket Raccoon. I didn't make that up. That's not me making shit up, for the record. Now, mind you, I actually did like the space stuff. I do think the space stuff is fun. I did enjoy that. The space stuff is fun. I will give you that. Space stuff is pretty cool. But, like, Norman's in the story. I don't, like, Norman's in the story. Why would you make Ben the bad guy when Norman's in the story? Well, we just wanted to do something unique with Norman Osborn. He's a bad guy. He's been a bad guy. He's always gonna be a bad guy. He's always a bad guy. What are you on about? Stop it. Stop. Sorry. That's why every Spider-Man fan in the world who reads the comics will tell you how much they love Spider-Man and then rant about it for like an hour. 707, thank you so much for the lovely offering to your new god. The stream audio is connected to the car and blasted. Absolutely terrifying. Oh no. 707, no. I'm so sorry. I hope the windows are up. Yeah, I hope the windows are all the way up. If Norman Osborn has 0 haters, I am dead. Exactly. Yeah, if Norman Osborn, like, now to be fair, I will give them this. The art for the new Spider-Man books is phenomenal. I buy it solely for the art because the art is fucking awesome. Man, and I gotta say, I'm looking it up right now. The Spider-Man suit, Norman's spider suit, is pretty fucking cool, man. I am a fan. I like it. It's pretty slick. Because he's got these, like, gauntlets on his arms and legs, and, like, the eyes are this kind of, like, tinted red. It's just a slick suit. It's a slick suit. But they got him. What is this? What am I looking at right now? Oh yeah, they did have yeah, that suit wasn't great. They did have him on a glider at one point. No, I don't like Spider-Man on a glider. It looks wrong. Because that's just Green Goblin. That's just, yeah. They had him on a Goblin glider, and I'm like, no, no. Because Norman's suit, it's simple. I can tell that's not Peter. I can tell that's Norman. But it's nice. It's slick. It's good. I like it. It's slick. He's looking pretty slick. And then there's space suit. Hang on. There's his, like, so Peter has a new suit that's like yellow, but it's also like an alien. His new suit is an alien. It's kind of like a symbiote, but not. It's like black and yellow, and it's kind of slick. Like, it's kind, again, like, the art's kind of cool. I kind of like it. It's a little weird, but yeah, so it's this, like, alien thing that, like, attaches to Peter. Kind of like a symbiote, but not really. It's actually kind of more like... Do you guys remember Warlock and Cypher? Hang on. Warlock and Cypher. Hang on. Yeah, okay. If you type in Warlock and Cypher, you'll see them. It's kind of like Warlock and Cypher from X-Men. Remember I talked about Cypher a while ago? How I was like, Cypher's one of my favorite X-Men because all his power is that he can talk to anything. Like, that's his mutant ability, is that he can communicate, right? Cypher's my favorite X-Men. Well, he's not my favorite X-Men, but he's one of them, right? Cypher's really cool. And he teams up with Warlock, and Warlock gives him, like, a suit. And, like Warlock basically goes over top of Cypher. And the two of them, because Cypher can talk to Warlock, because Warlock's this, like, crazy techno-organic creature that Cypher can, like, wear as, like, a suit. And sometimes it's like a sword, sometimes it's a full-on suit, sometimes they merge into one being, and it's kind of scary. But, like, yeah, Warlock's really cool. Warlock's cool. He's a silly old guy. Cypher's really cool. Yeah. Marvel. Marvel. Hi. 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 Marvel. Could we get some Marvel in the chat, please? Marvel. 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 Happy early birthday, Ash. Early wishes all around. Mwah, mwah. Aw, thank you. Illy, thank you. Marvel. Yeah, Marvel. Marvel. Marvel's good, though. We love Marvel in this house. But yeah. Sorry about that, like, very long rant about Marvel. I did not expect to go on for that long. That's a long-ass time. That was a long-ass time. Rivals? Future Lamentus collab? Okay. I would play Marvel Rivals. Some Mabu Waibu. I would play some Mabu Waibu. I would play some Mabu Waibu with Lamentus if they so chose. I will not force them into it. They have to choose it. Right? That's something they have to choose. I am not good at Marvel. I am not good at Mabu Waibu. I am not good at Mabu Waibu. So I can't claim that I would be there 100%. Like, that I would be like... that I'd be popping off like crazy. I will be there 100%, but I can't promise that I will be popping off 100%. I think a couple of them like Rivals, yeah? I think so. I know Ellie does. I think Lilo's playing hard to get, because Lilo wants everyone to play Valo. By the way, he never asked me. I want that known. He made it seem like, oh, Lamentus doesn't want to play Valorant with us. Lilo never fucking asked. Lilo never asked that shit. Do not listen to Lilo. He never asked me. He never asked me once. All right. Ellie and Kaylin are cracked at Rivals. I feel like Kaylin and Ellie would carry the rest of the team to at least one win. You know, like at least a victory. Now, if we were playing Fortnite, I could carry the team to a win. However, I haven't touched Fortnite in a long time. I've been too busy playing Pacopia. I am tempted to get Pacopia right now. I am tempted to. I'm looking at it. What's wrong, Ash? You don't like Gooner games? I mean, shooter games? Listen. Okay, here's my take. Here's my take on the, like...
Marvel Rivals Gooner.
All right. Yes, it is. So what? That's my take on Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals is Gooner. It is. And? Minsu? What the heck? Minsu? The jump scare. The Akasupa jump scare. Minsu, thank you so much for such a lovely offering to your new god. Holy cow. Marvel indeed, but love hearing you yap, though. Sorry for the jump scare, but I'm just in the mood. Bad one, unfortunately, so take this. Minsu, thank you. I really appreciate such a lovely offering. And you're in a bad mood, are you? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But hopefully, maybe this week, I can turn that mood around. I can make everyone feel a little better. You know, I think I have something cooking for you, Minsu, that you might like. Because that's right. I forgot to tell you. I suppose I could tell you now. A little bit. I can't tell you everything. But since Minsu was so sweet with the very kind offering, I suppose I could tell you that I have some things planned for next week. And I suppose I could say that, Marimomies, I need your help next week. I can't say for what yet, and I can't tell you too much. But I'll need your help, okay? So you have to promise to be there for my birthday. I need you, okay? You gotta promise to be there and help out your god. Okay? No. This will involve all Marimomis. Flight training is irrelevant for this one. I'm gonna need everyone's help. Everyone. Okay. Do you think you can help me? I'm gonna need everybody on standby for this one. And I am so excited to share that with you. Oh, you're sad. Oh, you're excited. You have my consent. Oh, good. Yeah, because I'm going to need every single one of you. Okay. Someone is also cooking. Everybody, there's many people cooking. I'll say that. There's a lot of cooking happening right now. But don't worry, I've got something for you. Something very special. And I hope you're excited for it. Everyone's in the kitchen. Everyone's in the kitchen. Oh yeah, I got plans for you. I got plans, but I'm not going to tell you what they are, because I like leaving you guessing. I have some secrets of my own, Ash. Oh, do you now? Is that so, kid? Keeping secrets? Bad girl. Oh, you know I love my secrets. You know I love my secrets. Maybe one or two. Oh, really? Okay. All right. Did I miss a birthday merch spoil? No, Barry. Don't worry. I would never. Also, what are you talking about, Barry? Birthday merch? I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean? I don't have it. What? Barry. Birthday what? Birthday merch? What? What do you mean? What is birthday merch? I've never heard of such a thing. I've never heard of such birthday merch. Fascinating. I have never heard of such a thing. Nope, never heard of it. Not one time. What even is merch? What's a voice pack? I've never heard of these things. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it, Barry. But Barry, I will say that I do so appreciate the very sweet offering to your new god. Thank you. Thank you. And Minsu, thank you as well for your lovely offering to your new god. Sir, stop. Your voice always gets me, damn it. Oh, please. I know you all love the voice. You can't deny. I know you. You know. God of gaslighting. The mood of this chat changes so quickly. I'm still okay. Never mind. I do have a call name. All right, we're gonna give all of Lamentus call names. I'm gonna write these down. My call name is Whiplash. My call name is Whiplash. That is my call name. Lamentus needs call names. And Barry, thank you so much for the lovely gifted wings. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're too sweet to me, Barry. I appreciate it. Thank you. Sure, I always fold when it comes to your voice. What? Really? That's crazy. Okay, my call name is Whiplash, because I give the Marimomis Whiplash. Okay. Ellie, Lilo, Shiki, Kay. Kay's call name is Hound. That's for sure. Hound. Ellie's call name is... I don't know. Oh, Zeal, thank you so much for such a lovely offering to your new god. Hi, my god, I made it home in time. Missed you. Aw, Zeal, I missed you too. Thank you so much for a lovely offering. And for being such a good Marimomi for me. Ellie's call name is Baltimore. Something science. Science boy. Yeah, but a call name's got to be like one word, right? Like, well, I guess there's Iceman, right? Hangman, Science boy, Science boy. K can be hound or dog. Silence dog. Science boy or Atom. I love that. Atom. Beaker. I like Beaker a lot. That's funny. Lilo. Jumpsuit. Because he's got to wear a jumpsuit because he's a prisoner. Because you got to imagine, like, the idea of a call name is it's got to be something that, like, a pilot would shout. Like, jumpsuit, they're on your 6! You know? It's got to be jumpsuit. Jumpsuit sounds like a pilot name. Jumpsuit, they're on your 6! That's why I think Beaker works for Ellie. I'm gonna go, yeah. Beaker, they're on your 6! Yeah. Hound! Barrel roll now! Yeah, it's gotta be Hound. And then Shiki is... Shiki... Goggles. Goggles is good, yeah. You know what? I like Goggles. Beaker or Goggles. Paper. Diva. I like Diva. Yeah, Shiki is Diva. Heads up, Diva. Yeah. Because it's got to be something you could say quick. Like, yeah, Whiplash is just 2 syllables, right? Whiplash. Beaker. Jumpsuit. Diva. Dog. Hound. Right? Right, so it's just, yeah, something you can shout quick. See, now, listen, now you have two options for Lamentus, for Lamentus, half anniversary art, if you so choose to make it. You could do either Lamentus in sundresses with cowboy boots, or you could do Lamentus as air fighter pilots. Bark. Yeah, Bark is good. I like Bark. That's a good one. Yeah. There you go. There's your Lamentus half anniversary. That's the dream right there. There you go. I think that's solid. But yeah. So we got that coming up, and I am excited to actually get to my birthday, because like I said, I got stuff planned for you. I have ideas. I'm cooking. You know, I have things that I'm excited to share with you. But yeah. Hey, let me actually change something here. I got my notebook out, so now I'm like, ooh, wait, let me change this. Let's see. Oh, I forgot about this. So I have a confession to make. And since I'm looking at my notebook, I have a confession to make. It's important that you hear this. It's difficult for me to say this. I'm afraid even a god has its breaking point. I failed you. I gave in to temptation. I gave in to peer pressure. I'm afraid one Rysar Blazonfang and Roy Kyoto have finally worn this god down. I am afraid that finally I must play Final Fantasy XIV. Not but I did want to scare you for a second there. No, not so no, not so Rai has been trying to get me into two things for longer than I've even been here. I think people forget that Rai and I, we don't go as far back as say like, you know, like Ku Sensei and I, right? But Rai and I go very far back. Okay, you want, like, I'll say it like this. I've known Rai longer than I've known, like, Zanny. Like, Rysar and I go way back. I knew that boy when he was a little baby dinosaurs. You know, like, Rai and I go way back. And so Rai and I have an understanding of what the other one likes. You know, we go back quite a way. And Rysar finally wore me down because that boy has been talking about, like, Final Fantasy for ages. And if he wore me down on Magic, because he did finally convince me to get into Magic. So I will start playing Magic the Gathering at some point. And Cass is probably going to convince me to get into One Piece. Oh my god! Am I going to become just, like, obsessed with cards? With friggin' paper? Apparently. With cardboard? My goodness. 707. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. One Piece. Oh, One Piece. The One Piece is real. It's true. I might ask, like, I might ask Rysar, like, if he would want to play, like, on stream or something. Some Magic the Gathering. We'll see. Anyway. So he finally, you know, he got me into Magic because of what is the name of it? Hang on. There's a deck that I was like, oh, fine. And he's like, really? And he got all excited. This boy bought me the deck. Hang on. What is it? It's hang on. This boy bought me the deck for it and everything. Bloomborough. That's the name of it. I saw Bloomborough and I was like, because he's like, really? None of the decks interest you at all? And I'm like, no. And then Bloomborough came out and I was like, oh, this was literally, and so we're in Baruda and we're walking around and we see a Bloomborough deck, like a starter deck. And he's like, And I was like, And we, like, looked at each other and we ran over to it. And before I could grab it, he's like, And I was like, Rysar, right? He's like, no, I got you into this. I can at least set you up. So I was like, oh, so he literally grabbed me the deck, which is very sweet. So he got me into Magic. But he'd been trying to get me into Final Fantasy for a while, and I kept saying no. Right? I was like, no. And then I'm sitting with Roy, and Roy is playing Final Fantasy. And so I forget who he was playing with. He was playing with somebody. I can't remember. It was somebody. I don't think it wasn't Freed. It was someone else. I can't remember. He's playing with somebody. And so I'm sitting there and I'm watching them play. And they're running, like, some dungeon. And I go, is that Tron? And Roy's like, is that what? I was like, is that Tron? And he's like, yes. Why, yes, it is. It is Tron. And I'm like, are you lying to me? He's like, yes. So, okay. I don't know the name of, like, the new... Like, the new expansion. Final Fantasy 14 new expansion. Let me look it up. So, is it called Dawn? Is it Dawn Trail? Is that the name of it? I don't know, right? Like, there's like this there's like this sci-fi area, right? Where it's, hang on. It literally, I'm gonna try to find it. It literally looks like the grid. Yeah. Solution 9, is that what it's called? Hang on. Solution 9. Solution 9. Yeah, I was like, that's the grid. I was like, that's the grid. That's just the fucking grid. That's the grid. Right? And he's like, I shouldn't have shown you this. Right? Because he knew. And I was like, Roy. And Roy's like, yeah. And I'm like, can I play 14 and jump immediately here? And he's like, yeah, you can. And I was like, I can? He goes, yeah. Like, you could tell Roy was somewhere between excited and also really trying to hold back. Right? And Saku, thank you so much for the lovely offering, by the way. So sweet. Final Fantasy 14 is my life. I'll still honor my offer to help you, like I said, in our meet and greet. Lol. Aw, Saku. That's so sweet. I really appreciate that. Hemlo, Ash. Hemlo. I will say, like, when we were talking about it, I was like, wait, so he, like, Roy, I don't know if, maybe I misunderstood, but Roy's like, no, you can actually, like, there are things that you can do where you can actually, like, Marimomis can actually help you do stuff. And I was like, wait, really? And he's like, yes, it's a very cool game. Like, they can help you do so. You don't have to be in the same guild. Like, Mario, because that would probably be a little inappropriate, right? Like, but he was like, you can still do stuff as, like, a group. Like Marimomis can still help you. I was like, what? That's so fucking cool. Right? So, yeah. So he's like, no, there's a lot of ways that they can help. But yeah, so I only want to play because I saw Solution 9 and went, you son of a bitch. I'm in. But I'm in there. Right? So I was like, okay. Is that what we need to lock in next week for you? You need us to help you grind? No, that's not it. No, not that. But you'll just have to wait and see on that. This has been my daily game for like 5 years. I love it. Any help you need, call me. Aw, Zeal, thank you. What a good Marimomi you are. I'm listening to Saku yell with excitement. That's awesome. That's good. I hope I can eat well today, and I hope when you wake up, you can eat all the food you want. I would love that. I actually have a tuna sub in the fridge waiting for me. I am excited for a tuna sub. And then I think there's some pasta upstairs. I should get some pasta. Yeah, I should do that. Pasta sounds good. I mean, pasta. Probably bad, because I made it. But, you know, whatever. I can't cook. I think we've been over this. Also, there's technological-looking parts throughout the whole game. Soul 9 is just the most futuristic instead of retro-futuristic. To me, I was just hooked on the vibe immediately. Because, so... We need to send you cookbooks as gifts, Ash. I have a cookbook. Hang on, it's right here. It's a hardcover. Yes, that was a shelf grab. This is Recipes from Middle Earth. Smoky stewed beans.
bacon mushroom frittata. Frittata. Travelers all-in-one breakfast in a pan. Tolkien stories are full of journeys and meals eaten on the road. This breakfast recipe is inspired by camping and cooking over an open fire. Made with only one pan but packed with hearty and filling ingredients to fuel a day of trekking, this breakfast will satisfy all manner of travelers for the road ahead. Yeah, it's a Middle-earth recipes from the world of Tolkien. Yeah.
Cujo, thank you so much for the lovely offering to your new god, by the way. What a good Marimomi you are. I should be going to sleep, but I want to say thank you for putting a smile on my face every day. I put a smile on your face every day. Aw, how sweet. I make you happy. Well, of course I do. I'm Ashkariel. But thank you so much, Cujo. That's very sweet.
Let's see. Oh, there's also Beorn's warm baked cheese. What could possibly be nicer than warm oozy cheese enhanced with sweet honey, tart cranberries, and crunchy pecans? Ideal as a light meal or a starter. All this needs is some fresh, crusty bread for scooping and eating. So, yeah, there's a lot of like cool stuff in here. That sounds like heaven. Yeah, I was like, that sounds really good. I kind of want to try this. Yeah. I was like, wait, that sounds really good. So, hang on. Is it like... How do you make this? So, place cheese on baking or pepper sheet. Cook. Meanwhile, toast pecans on a small skillet. Take cheese from oven, cut small cross at the center, scatter with pecans, dried cranberries, serve with crusty bread. Wow! So it like you actually like cook the cheese. Like you actually like cook it. It doesn't like it's wow. That's interesting. There's a whole lot of stuff in here. Pippin's Minas Tirith lunch. Because yeah, you actually do find out what Pippin eats. Based on that British favorite, the Ploughman's Lunch, this is more of a job of assembly rather than a recipe. Scale the quantities up or down depending on the number of people you are feeding. Arrange the ingredients decoratively on a wooden board. Try to vary the height and color of the ingredients to add visual interest. You can also add different cheeses and preserves, crackers, pate, and seasonal fruit, whatever takes your fancy. Yeah, so it is, yeah. So Pippin's, yeah, so there is a meal that Pippin has pretty much regularly for lunch when he's serving in Minas Tirith. Oh, the prancing pony, the prancing ponies, potato and garlic soup. Please, I want that cookbook. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, Kit. I am a fan. Listen, you cook anything out of this cookbook, I'm yours. I'm yours. I'll putty in your hands, you know? A mug of hearty potato soup with an enticing aroma of smoked garlic. This is just the thing to wrap chilled hands around on a blustery day. Serve with elvish white bread rolls. See page 56 for a very filling meal. Where's page 56? Let me see page 56. Because when they say elvish bread rolls, do they mean like... Okay, no, they don't mean lembas. Because I was like, lembas bread? These rolls are an ideal accompaniment to soups or stews and would be perfect alongside the Lake Town beef pot roast. Damn. Lembas may be the most famous of elvish bread, but it does not appear to be something that's eaten on a daily basis because, we are told, a single bite can fill a man's stomach for a whole day. In their normal daily lives, elves enjoy a delicious light and airy white bread, discovered by Frodo and his companions when they come across the party of the High Elves in the Green Hill country of the Shire. All of a sudden, I can cook anything from that book.
Oh, really, kid?
Is that so?
Wow. Don't make me get this cookbook. I will cook things from it. Anybody who gets that cookbook and makes something from it, I want to see it. You put it in the Ashkariel general tag. I want to see it. By the way, I've said this before. If you ever make any type of food, please put it in the general, right? I know people are like, should we get like a food hashtag? I'm like, nah, put that in the general. You eat food on a daily basis. That's a general thing. You can throw that in the general. I would love to see what you guys are cooking up. Absolutely. Please do. If you're like, oh, I made this thing and made me think of Ash, throw it in the general tag. I'd love to see it. I check the general tag all the time, you know? I'll post the curry I made the other day for you. Oh, let me see. Yeah, I want to see. I can make an awesome green bean casserole. Ooh, really? Yeah. If you made something and it made you think of me in some way, right? Then use the general tag. Obviously, if it's just food that you randomly made and it has no connection to stream, then like, yeah, you know, maybe don't put it there if it's just random. But if it's food that you're like, Ash will like this, or I made it for Ash, then like, yeah, you know, that, you know what? I'm going to say that because I've seen people be like, what do I give at the altar of Ashkariel? You give food. You bake a delicious meal, you know, and let me see the delicious meal. And if I see the delicious meal, I will impart upon you luck. Please note that this luck very rarely works. Please note that this is very flimsy luck that I am sending. But I will send very flimsy luck. I will send you some very, very flimsy luck your way. Okay, our god. See, Shin gets it. Shin gets it. Yeah. My Mari Momies. So silly. But yeah. Oh, by the way, I was very emotional today. I don't know why. I was like scrolling TikTok and I was so like oddly emotional at everything. So somebody post, there's like this TikTok of this where it's like when the villain dies, or when the villain is in the middle of his hero arc and dies just before he truly becomes good. And I'm like, oh, right? And I'm like, that's the saddest trope, right? And it's, oh, so sad. And I checked the comments and I saw like somebody just quoted something and it broke my heart. And it was, if I can't control the world, then I might as well save it. And I was like, oh, no, Eggman, no, man, no. This one goes out. I'd like to dedicate this final live stream to a very special henchman, Agent Stone. I loved your Austrian, what is it? Your Austrian something with steamed goat milk. I love the way you make them. So sad. Yeah. I loved your steamed lattes with Austrian goat milk. I love the way you make them. Right, it's like, oh no, he's so sad. Yeah, everything about that, you were more than just a sycophant to me. You were a sycophriend. Well, goodbye, world. It's been a real drag. Thanks for nothing. So sad. I cried watching that. I cried at the movie. Oh, it was such a sad scene because like I forget what they call it. Like, I forget the name of it. Stobotnik, I think, is the name of the ship. Stobotnik became like weirdly important to me by the end of that trilogy. Like, I became very invested in Stobotnik by the end of Sonic 3. And like Eggman like saying goodbye to Stone who, by the way, Stone is a character they made up the friggin' movies. And yet, I'm like, that's my guy, though. But that's my dude, you know? Agent Stone is the man. I kind of hope that the one who finds Shadow is Stone. Because obviously Shadow, fell back to Earth. So I'm hoping the one who finds Shadow, maybe Gunn tries to take Shadow, and Stone, jumps in the way to, save Shadow. And so it's Stone and Shadow are on the run together. I think that'd be really cool, right? Because don't forget, they already have a kinship, right? Where it's come on, Shadow, I made us some guac. Right. Revenge guac. Don't forget, there's already a dynamic between Stone and Shadow. All right, so Stone is trying to take care of Shadow, but Shadow takes everything too literally, Revenge guac. Ships you get into, ironically, for the memes and then get actually invested. I was, in it for the meme and then got so emotional at the end. And also, that whole scene is so sad. That scene of, Shadow, Shadow and Sonic are, trying to stop the Death Egg from crashing to Earth. Shadow's I've got this, go! Right? And you're Shadow does not have this. This is very difficult to do on one's own, right? And so Sonic, Sonic and Tails are falling to Earth because they're unconscious, and they're Tails is trying to use the ring to teleport them to safety, but Tails passes out, and you're oh no, what's gonna happen? And then Knuckles flies in. He's I got us, and you're yeah, Knuckles. But then Shadow, thinks of Maria and just kind of closes his eyes as the Death Egg explodes. And, Eggman is saying goodbye to Eggman's, trying his best to keep the Death Egg from exploding while he's saying goodbye to Stone. And it's oh, this is so sad. It's so sad. Yeah. I love Shadow. Shadow's my goat. I love Shadow. Shadow looks like someone who's scary, but is a cinnamon roll. Exactly. Maria. Yeah. Oh. So sad. So sad. They didn't... Okay, this is the thing that I know everybody was kind of worried about, was that when they... So, people were worried, when Maria dies, are people going to cheer? Because everyone's only the Sonic fandom will cheer when a child is shot. Right? Because it's a very iconic scene, Like, Maria getting shot by that one gun agent is, kind of an important moment from the games. So everyone was are they gonna cheer? Everyone's real awkward about, please don't cheer when Maria dies. Please, you're gonna confuse a lot of people. So instead, I think, unless I'm mistaken, I think instead in this one, it's not that Maria gets shot, it's that they explode. Some canisters explode and she dies in the explosion, I think is what happens. Because I remember, Eggman's grandfather is looking at Maria, and he's got tears in his eyes, and I think she blew up. I think she got caught in an explosion or something. Something like that. Shadow is Vegeta but taller. Yes. I've seen people say, people get it confused. People say that Knuckles is Piccolo when Knuckles is actually Tien. No. No. Knuckles is Piccolo. Right? That's always bothered me. Knuckles is Piccolo. Right?
People say that Knuckles is Piccolo and he's supposed to be Tien.
That bitch is not Tien. Absolutely not. That boy is Piccolo, 110%. Tien wishes he was Knuckles. I have to remind you that Knuckles is still in contention for one of the strongest characters in the verse, even though he's been starting to be eclipsed by Shadow and Sonic. All right, but need I remind you, Tien can't do fuck all now. Tien, they put that boy in the Tournament of Power, and I'm you might as well have put Yamcha in there. That's crazy. Now listen, I say this with love because I love Tien, but I'm man, my goat is washed. That is unfortunate. My goat is truly, truly gone. Because his performance during the Tournament of Power was some weak sauce, bro. I was like, Master Roshi had a better performance, and Roshi's like 1,000. He's not literally 1,000, but Roshi's a couple 100 years old, man. That's crazy. Knuckles is still the Chaos Emerald's guardian. Bro's got it like that, and he's got a baddie. True. Listen, Knuckles is a badass. Knuckles is not to be... His knuckles literally have spikes on them. He is not to be trifled with. I was also, by the way, like, fully convinced that Rouge the Bat was going to show up in Sonic 3. I was, like, convinced that Rouge was going to show up. But she never did. And that tells me, like, I almost think she's not gonna. And I'm going to tell you why. Rouge will not show up because Rouge is a weird character for, like, a general audience. And you know exactly what I mean. We all love Rouge. Every Sonic fan loves Rouge. But you know why they're not going to put her in the live-action movies. You know this. You know it in your Kingdom of Hearts. You know why they won't put Rouge in these movies. Because I was like, if she's going to show up, it's going to be here. And if she doesn't show up here, she's not showing up. Right? And obviously she didn't show up. Right? Tien's shining moment was turning a tri-beam into a squared crater. Yeah, that is kind of a... Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm like, I see how... Like, so it's tri-beam, but his thumbs were, like, down. So it made, like, I can kind of see how it made a square. But that's still, like, then it's not a tri-beam anymore now, is it? You know? The only place I think of her showing up would be if they adapt Sonic Heroes at some point, but I don't know about that. I think so. Okay, let me put it like this. If they're adapting Sonic 06, which is absolutely what's happening. By the way, okay, in the trailer, I'm gonna look this up to make sure I'm not talking out of my ass. In the trailer, they refer to yep. No, I'm right. I am right. So they refer to Chaos. You think you've seen Chaos? You haven't seen anything, right? Like, they refer to Chaos a couple times, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, this bitch is showing up. Chaos is showing up in this movie. I know people think I'm crazy. Chaos is 100% going to be in this movie. I know that boy's showing up. Right? I can feel it in my bones. Right? I think Chaos is going to show up and have a big, like, kaiju fight with Nephilim. Or whatever that evil, like, well, I mean, he's already evil, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's going to have a big fight. Live action Sonic Adventure finale would be insane. I think you're gonna see this movie at... Well, okay, so here's the thing with the Sonic movies, right? So Sonic 2 was actually an adaptation of Sonic's... Like, it wasn't just Sonic 2. It was also Sonic 3, right? Sonic, like, the movie, the second movie, was an adaptation of Sonic 2 and 3, right? This 3 is like Sonic Adventure 2, but also, like, it's like kind of Sonic Adventure, but it's also like parts of Sonic Adventure 2, right? Like, and like I think the fourth movie is going to be Sonic 06, mixed with a little bit of Sonic Adventure, mixed with Sonic Saturday Morning, right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, like, Sonic Sat AM is... Because I know people are like, Sonic Sat AM. It's just called Sat AM because that's when it aired. Like, Sat AM is... It aired Saturday in the morning. Sonic Sat AM. Sonic Saturday Morning. Right? So, it's going to adapt that. Because that's where, like, the dark like future of Sonic takes place, where it's like, oh, it's like this like scary future where like Eggman took over and the woodland creatures have to band together to stop Eggman in his like crazy like techno future, right? So there's gonna be parts of Sonic Sat AM. I think they're gonna turn the movie Amy is gonna be a mix of Sally and Amy. I don't think they're adding Amy and Sally. I think movie Amy is gonna be both characters, right? And I know that's gonna piss a lot of Princess Sally fans off. I don't really care about Princess Sally like that, so I don't mind. But I know Princess Sally has fans. But I do think between the two, yeah, you probably go with Amy. I think Amy's probably a more known character at this point. Princess Amy. I think they might... I don't know if they're going to call her straight up Princess Amy. I think they're going to do Princess Sally in the sense that Princess Sally was like a freedom fighter, right? So I think they're going to do something like that, where like Amy is a freedom fighter and like she knows Sonic. I also think that she's kind of supposed to, like, okay, this is also gonna bug some people. She's also kind of gonna be a third character, and no matter what, people are gonna be disappointed because either Amy is Blaze the cat, or more likely, and this is gonna really bug some people, Amy's probably also gonna be Silver. Like the character who's from the future, who shows up to try to stop the dark future from happening. I don't think Silver's making it to Sonic 4. I don't think that boy is gonna make it. I don't think he's coming. I don't think Silver's gonna make it to Sonic 4, y'all. I don't think that boy's gonna make it. It'd be cool. I'm here for it, but I really just kind of don't see it. I'd be very, very surprised if he made it. I would be legitimately stunned. It'd be awesome. I'm not banking on it. Silver, my boy. Yeah, I don't think Silver's making it. Oh, you mean Trunks? I think my favorite thing about Sonic is if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, you notice the connections like so fast. It's like, Silver the Hedgehog. You mean Trunks. Sonic, you mean Goku. Shadow, Vegeta. Knuckles, Piccolo. Tails, Krillin. You know, like you notice, like you can see it, you know? You can see the connections right away. Didn't they have Silver versus Trunks? Did that happen? Hang on. Silver versus Trunks? Was that a thing? Was there actually a death battle of Silver versus Trunks? That's so funny. No way. Wait, there really was? Hang on. Wait, who won? Yeah, fucking right, bro. Yeah, right. No, yeah, right, bro. Are you kidding me? No way. This is why I don't take y'all seriously. There's no universe. You have got to be kidding me. Hang on. Unless I'm wrong, maybe I saw that incorrect. Nope, yep, that's fucking... Silver? Silver? Silver wins? Have you lost your fucking mind? Ain't no way, bruh. Ain't Silver wins. Bruh, alright, okay. Alright, okay. Yeah, okay, so we're just being goofy now. Okay. That is silliness. That is absolute silliness. There's so many times, like, the only time that I've ever, like, and let me make it very clear. I am not hating on Death Battle. I actually think Death Battle is a really cool show. I don't think I've ever agreed. I don't think I've ever agreed with a death battle in my life. Every time I see a death battle, I'm like, nope. Just, nope. Nope. Because, like, I think the funniest thing about death battle is, like, the videos that are made in response to every death battle is always like, no. I don't even know where they pulled these numbers from. Right? I'm like, yeah, but the fights are cool. Right? The fights are neat. You know? They just be doing anything in death battle. They'd be doing everything in death battle, you know? That's what I mean. The fights are cool. So I don't... Like, the results or whatever, because here's the thing. And this is the truth. If you wanted to write a story of James Bond fighting Superman and have James Bond win, you can totally do that. If you want to have a fight between... I don't know. Hatsune Miku versus, I don't know, like King Ghidorah from Godzilla, and you want to make it so that Miku wins, you can do that. You want to know why? Because it's your fucking story. You know, like, whichever character you like more is the winner. Because you can always make up some nonsense about how that character actually wins. You know? Frieza versus Megatron was fun. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's crazy. I'm gonna head out now. Have fun Zatsuing, Ashamari Momies. Aw, have a good one. Bye, Minsu. Bye, princess. But no, like, it's one of those things where, like, whoever you want to win is the one who wins. And I think people get very upset with Death Battle. And for me, I'm always just like, are you crazy? Right? Like, every time they pick somebody, I'm like, you did that just to start a fight. You only picked that character just to cause just to cause a fight. You know? Like whatever you want, whatever you want to happen to have a fight, that, like, to start an argument online. That's all Death Battle is let's start an argument. You know? Yes, Death Battle is pure instigating with a really cool fight. That's what Death Battle is, instigation with a very cool fight in it. Every video is an instigating with very cool fights. Didn't they do 2 Goku versus Superman fights? Yes, but to be fair, there was a good reason why they did that. So they did it, and then Goku got God power, and so they wanted to do Goku versus Superman again to try to see Goku at his absolute peak versus Superman. And I will say, that's the only time I've ever agreed. It's the only time I've ever agreed, because I love both characters, and I'm telling you right now, there's no universe where Goku ever wins, and he shouldn't. Right? I agree with what they said when they're like, Superman is not a character about power scaling. Power scaling Superman is goofy because it's impossible, because he has no upper echelon. He's Superman, right? Whereas Goku, the whole point of Goku is that he has to have obstacles as a character so that he can overcome the obstacle and get even stronger, right? You're saying Goku versus Superman was BS. No. I'm saying Goku versus Superman is the, like, first of all, both fights are incredible. I think both fights are super awesome. Pun intended. But, no, like, first, like, on top of that, too, like, a lot of these fights just wouldn't happen. Like, just point blank. Like, the Mega Man fight is so awesome, and I love it, and it's great, and I love it. Do I agree on the winner? No. Were they a little mean to Volnut? Yeah. But, like, at the same time, I do think, like, it's such a fun fight. And I think people forget, like, Death Battle's just supposed to be fun. You can disagree with it. Every time I've always been like, are you insane? You know, like, I've always thought, like, that's crazy. Right? Was one of my favorites because they teamed up at the end. Well, let's see. Like, Death Battle to me is, like, it's fun. It's not their fault. It's because the show's called Death Battle. But I remember, like, the Mario and Sonic one took me right out because it was just gory at the end. And I'm like, but it's Mario versus Sonic. Right? Like, it's, like, no. Right? I just think, like, the gore in, like, the early Death Battle was, like,
over the top and goofy and just like not what would happen. You know, like I was just like, that's it. Also, so many of these situations, these characters would never fight, right? Like the Mega Man one, none of those characters would fight. Like none of the Mega Man would fight. Like they would just be like, oh, the fuck? Who are you? You know, they wouldn't fight. Or like, what was the one where it was, hang on, it was, I have to look this up because I think was it Joseph? Hang on. I gotta double check this. Man, Joseph, Joestar versus, or no, it wasn't Joseph, it was Jonathan. Jonathan, Joestar versus Tanjiro. No. No. Because, like, it ends with, like, I'm pretty sure it ends with him killing Tanjiro. And I'm like, no. Like, just the hardest no possible. Like, he would never do that. Like, Jonathan would never fucking do that, ever. He would never fucking do that. No. It's Jonathan Joestar. He would never do that. He would never kill a child. Are you kidding me? Right? Canonically, a lot of them would just be besties. Jonathan and Tanjiro would be best friends. Like, you cannot convince me that they wouldn't be super tight. Like, the fight is silly, goofy nonsense. To me, like, I understand that Death Battle is, like, the whole point of it is it's a fight to the death. Right? But I'm like, it's just kind of whack to me, bruh. Like, I think, like, fighting to the death is goofy. I want to see combat. I want to see sparring between characters. I don't want to see a fight to the death. I think a fight to the death is too much. Right? Now, mind you, Wiz and Boomstick are very funny. I like Wiz and Boomstick a lot. I think the animation they do in the fights are always great. And even though I have issue with the actual death in Death Battle and some of the choices they make, I still think Death Battle is a net positive and it's really fun, right? I think Death Battle overall is just a really fun series. And they should keep going forever and ever because it always does start a very interesting conversation every time, right? So, I am a fan. I am a fan. That said, yeah, their numbers make no sense. That said, the way they get their numbers is absolutely bonkers. Yeah. Oh, I have more to ramble about. I have more to ramble about because I haven't talked about wrestling in a while. Is Kit still here? I know Kit's the other Marimomi who enjoys some wrestling. So I have to talk a little bit about some wrestles. Wrestling, yeah. Yeah, I got, Strawberry, there we go. Act shocked. Listen, I gotta talk a little bit about, I gotta talk a little bit about the wrestling. I gotta talk a little bit about wrestling. So, recently, they announced that, so Cody beat Drew for the title. I have opinions about that, but that's okay. I have opinions, but I am a good corporate VTuber, and I will not share said opinions on that particular title change. I have no issue with the title change. I have issues on when it happened. That is all. However, pardon me. So my big thing with, so essentially, like, my big thing with it was I don't like when it happened. But Cody is the champion again. So I'm like, okay, Cody Rhodes is the champ again. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Let's go. And he's gonna fight Randy. And it's like, oh, we're doing this. Okay, we're doing this. So WWE has been teasing Randy versus Cody as like a big feud for a while, right? And I'm like, this is gonna be really interesting. I wonder how they're gonna go with it. And damn, did they ever make it interesting. So basically,
Randy looks right at Cody when they're about to sign the contract for the fight at Mania. And Randy goes, "This was supposed to be easy. It was supposed to be Drew." And Randy proceeds to turn Cody Rhodes into a blood smear. There was nothing left of that boy. That boy dissolved. He beat Cody so bad, I've never seen Cody beat that bad. Cody regularly gets beat up, but he killed Cody Rhodes. I remember thinking, like, there's definitely kids in the front row crying because Cody's like, you know, kids love Cody. So I was like, there's definitely kids in the front row who are crying because Cody looked like death froze over. It was horrific, right? And I was like, oh, so the idea that they're playing with right now is so fascinating to me because I was like, okay, so Cody versus Randy is like inherently going to be a good feud because Randy brought Cody into wrestling and Randy can take Cody out of it, right? So like inherently, that's an interesting story. What they did was even more fascinating because what they did was they had Randy go out and basically, like, Randy's like he has this talk with Jelly Roll. Yes, the fucking singer. So he has this talk with Jelly Roll, who's like his buddy. Don't worry about it. Jelly Roll's actually pretty fun, like in wrestling. Like don't worry about it. It's not important for the story, right? Like he's fun in the ring, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. So Jelly Roll is basically talking to Randy and being like, Randy, like, I know you're driven to get that title. I know you want to cement your legacy. And they keep fucking saying legacy. And if you know your wrestling history, you'll know that Cody and Randy were on a team together called Legacy. And they keep saying legacy, and I'm like, Anyway. So they keep saying, like, I know you care a lot about your legacy and you want to get that title. I understand, right? I understand that you want to show everybody that you're still Randy Orton, but this is not the guy I know, right? I know you. People look up to you. They care about you. And he's like, yeah, I know. And then he proceeds to beat the shit out of poor fucking Matt Cardona, who was just sitting there. I was like, poor Matt, dude. Like, poor Matt Cardona. He's just involved to get his ass kicked. Poor Matt, dude. Yeah, so it's basically like Randy's just getting, like, you're seeing Randy start to crack. And I think the thing that makes Randy so interesting in this is the idea that it's not just, oh, you're my protege and I'm coming for the title. Because that on its own is interesting. What makes Randy versus Cody really interesting is Randy's the one who turned heel. And he's starting to fucking lose it. Kit's right. He's starting to snap, right? Because Randy's like, when you all cheer for me, it puts a smile on my face, right? Like Randy's talking to the crowd and he says, when you all cheer for me, it puts a smile on my face. And it is the most hollow, empty smile I have ever worn. Because Randy knows that deep down, as much as he likes being nice, as much as he likes being the people's hero, Randy knows that he's a viper. Randy knows that he is a snake. And he knows his true nature is to hurt people, right? And Randy knows that he likes to hurt people. And he's been holding it in. You know, but the voices, because Randy hears voices in his head, right? That tell him to do bad things to people. And the voices are starting to get loud. And now that he's this close to the title and WrestleMania is right around the corner, those voices are getting real loud. And the voices finally got loud enough that he's like, fuck it, and just like turned full psycho on Cody and Matt. But the demons in me. Yeah, I don't want the title, but the demons in me. The demons want the title, you know? Don't listen to the voices, Randy. Exactly. Yeah. I hear voices in my head.
Like, it's so Randy just finally snapped and just lost his shit. And we know that Randy is calling somebody. Randy's on the phone with somebody talking about wrestling has more than one royal family. And I'm hoping it's not who I fucking think it is. Because I was like, is it The Rock? Please don't be The Rock. All right? The Rock never shows up. Please don't be The Rock. But then I'm like, wait. Does he mean like royal family as in the DiBiase family? Now, if you know who the DiBiase family is, you either know them for wrestling or something really fucking awful that happened that I am not going to get into. The guy who used to be on a team with Randy and Cody on a team called Legacy, he recently was found innocent of some shady money issues, right? Aurora, thank you for dropping by. Appreciate you. He was recently found innocent. And so I am like, are we about to have a Legacy triple threat at like SummerSlam or something? Like, that's legit where I think this is heading. I think Randy's going to be in the ring and Cody's going to get him. And just before he gets him, friggin', what's his name? Ted? Is it Ted? No, what's his name? I forget his name. The other guy from the other DiBiase. Not Ted. Ted's kid. Oh no, it is Ted. Ted DiBiase Jr. Ted DiBiase Jr. I think Ted Jr. comes out and like beats the shit out of Cody, and Randy retains the belt. I have very mixed opinion on that. I have very, 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 very mixed opinion on that. It's not the third guy, Ash. WWE wouldn't bring that bad image into their company. Yeah. Brock Lesnar. Yeah, no, WWE would never do that. They would never hurt their image. Never, ever. Never, ever would they do that. I have very intense feelings on. Part of me agrees with Matt that I'm like, I don't think that it's Ted. I think Ted Jr. would be too bizarre. But when you look at it, and I'm like, it's starting to line up. I don't know how I feel about it, because I really don't like it. I do not like it, but it makes sense. You know? That's an interesting sounding cough. Yeah, that was a very interesting cough. It's starting to add up. You know, I'm like, I don't know. Man. I don't know who you would pick, though. Like, wrestling has more, like, so Cody's catchphrase in his song is wrestling has more than one royal family. And Randy says that. Cody, always remember, wrestling has more than one royal family. So I'm like, okay. Randy comes from a bloodline of wrestlers, right? Randy is a wrestler. Like, Randy's family, like the Ortons are a wrestling dynasty. Cody Rhodes is from a wrestling dynasty in the Rhodes. There's also, of course, the Bloodline. The Bloodline is a wrestling dynasty, right? So there's like certain dynasties in wrestling. I can't think, like, the way he threatened Cody, I was like, is he threatening Cody in the sense of like his family is also a royal family? Like, is he saying like my family, and the person on the phone is just not
part of this, or is the person on the phone from another royal family within like the sphere of wrestling? And if it is, it has to be somebody who it has to be a family that has some connection to the Rhodes, right? So I'm like, who is he talking about? Is he talking about the bloodline? Is he talking about the DiBiase's? Like, who is he talking about? Right? Like, what family legacy is he talking about? Right? Because is he talking about the fucking Mysterios? Is he talking about the Mysterios? The Guerreros? Who the hell are we talking about? Like, who are we talking about right now? You know, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just know that I am very excited. Because to me, I hope it's fucking nobody. I hope it's just Randy versus Cody, because that's kind of all I want. I don't want a run-in, right? I just want Randy versus Cody, and I want it to be vicious. Dom's been with Rhea, so maybe they're resurrecting that old beef because the girls are fighting. I don't think so. I don't think so. I was messing around about the Dom thing. I don't actually think it's Dom. More blood for the blood god. I want Cody and Randy to be a vicious fight. I want it to be a knockdown drag out fight. Suki, thank you so much for dropping in. I bet it's Cowboy Bob Orton. Yeah, but Cowboy's old now, right? Like, I don't, maybe you're right, Matt. Like, I could see Cowboy like running in for the save or something. Agree, we need that. I agree, kid. I need Randy versus Cody to be like a brutal fight. You want them to throw down bad. I do. I want them to have a brawl, right? Well, because here's the thing, right? So they're the night 1 main event. And Punk versus Roman is the night 2 main event. Punk versus Roman is... Okay. Punk versus Roman is the obvious night 2 main event. Both are the main event, but the night 2 main event is always like a little bit more special than the night 1 main event, right? It just is. I know people are going to get upset with me, but like it just is, right? They're both the main event, but the night 2 main event is like the last, like that's the last match, the final match, right? Punk and Roman are going to put on a fucking banger. I can feel it in my heart. I can feel it in my kingdom of hearts, right? Like, Punk vs. Roman is already off to the races. It's already going to be a banger 5-star match. I'm already here for it, right? I already know this, right? Like, I am 100% here for it, right? That match is already a banger, whereas Randy and Cody has so much potential, but needs to stick the landing. If they stick the landing, it's going to be great. Yeah, exactly, Win. The stage for Punk and Roman is already, like, just, if it's already perfect. Yes, I agree with Matt. I will happily take Lesnar versus Obafemi instead of LA Knight getting slaughtered by Brock. I agree. I was kind of worried that they were going to have LA Knight fight Brock and have Brock just destroy LA Knight, and that would have really pissed me the hell off. I was going to swear there, but I'm trying to swear less. I don't know what you do with Knight, but you have to do something. Right? You have to do something, and you don't you dare put him up against Logan Paul again. I will rip my hair out. We've already done that match a million times. I don't want to see it again. It was good the last time you did it. It wouldn't probably be as good the second time. So don't do it again. Right? I don't know who you have LA Knight go up against. But, like, I don't know. I don't know what you do with LA Knight right now. Because WWE doesn't know what they're doing with LA Knight. Which is ridiculous. Because he's LA Knight. He's one of the most over guys on the roster, and they have no idea what they're doing with him. I'm going to be nice and not say anything past that. I think there's a lot of potential with LA Knight that they can tap into. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Right? I think Obafemi should fucking annihilate Brock. I don't think it even should be close. I think Oba should just steamroll Brock Lesnar in a 2-minute match and just destroy him. Retire him. I think Oba just retires Brock. I think Oba just steamrolls right through him. Let Oba be great. Yeah, let Oba just be the man. Just hit him like a semi-truck. Exactly. One day, yes, have Oba have a really competitive match with somebody. Absolutely. You know? One day you let Oba have a really competitive match with somebody. Carmelo Hayes! Let Oba have a match with somebody, you know, like, just make it a really, really, you know, good match with somebody. You're Dragunov! You trick Williams! Anyway, the point is, yeah, you know, have a really competitive match with somebody one day. But right now, no. Like, right now, just have him steamroll through Brock. Because Brock shouldn't even be there. But yeah. You gotta get that cough checked out. Yeah. Yeah. Also, may I ask, what the fuck is John Cena talking about? Because, I don't know if you guys saw that. John's talking about how he's working on something behind the scenes with WWE that's going to make it so that he is able to contribute to WWE in a meaningful way. John, what are you talking about? Oh, you guys didn't see this. Hang on. Yeah, I will look it up. Hang on. John Cena, WWE news. Hang on. Yeah, so, hang on. John Cena teases unique WWE role. Yeah, hang on, let's see. I am working diligently to try to figure out my next path as a contributing, useful member of WWE. Oh, this site is making me lag. I think I might have cracked the code, and I think we have something. And if the stars align and everybody signs off on it, I will be a whole lot more integrated in the system. And I am very excited about the roads ahead. And I'll just cross my fingers and hope that it all works out. John, what do you mean? John, what that mean? What that mean? You know what I hope it means? Because let's be real. John retired because he knew that he couldn't put on 5-star bangers anymore. But John is still one of the most charismatic people in the industry. There's nobody who holds a candle to that man on the mic. Yes, Punk, I'm looking at you. Nobody holds a candle to John on the mic. Nobody. Right? And John can still move. John can still move. He can't move as fast as he used to, but he can still put on bangers. His body's aged, but his mind and experience is as sharp as ever. Do you know what happens to athletes whose body has started to age on them, but they still have that mind and experience? They coach. They teach. They manage. I think what's going to happen... Oh, dude, please. John Cena as a manager to MJF? Please. 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 First of all, that'd be amazing, but also that banks on MJF leaving AEW, which I do not believe he's going to do. AEW has been cooking, by the way. That's another thing I gotta say. Like, AEW has been cooking. I am not, like, you will never hear me talk a bad word about that company. Right? You know who I think would be, it would be sick. Okay, I want you to picture this, right? Let's say, pick a bad guy. Pick a mid-card bad guy, right? So, let's say Ilya goes off and has a feud with Gunther for a bit. Carmelo is still your United States champion. He's doing an open challenge. Right? He's doing it at Mania. as an example. Right? This Mania coming up. Let's say Ilya's busy with Gunther. And let's say Carmelo's doing his open challenge. And I don't know, pick somebody. Like, doesn't matter who. Let's say the MFTs. Let's say Solo Sikoa comes out. And he's got the MFTs with him, right? And all of them come down to the ring. And they start kicking the shit out of Carmelo. And actually, if it's Solo, it's kind of perfect. And Solo goes to pin Carmelo. 1, 2. Cena's music hits. And the roof would fly off of that arena. Like, people would lose their fucking mind if Cena's music hit, right? Cena's music hits. Cena runs down, knocks everybody out of the ring, helps Carmelo up, and it sets up Carmelo and Cena as being a new duo. Carmelo having Cena as his mentor. Maybe not manager. Maybe Cena's not around all the time, but Cena's there as Carmelo's mentor. And it's made clear that Cena is never going to have a match with Carmelo. That will never happen, right? You make it clear that he is not unretiring. He is retired. He will never have a straight up match, right? But he's going to be like Sting in AEW. Sting shows up when he's needed, you know? Like, you have Cena show up when it is required. When it is appropriate, you have Cena show up, you know? He would be such a good dad. Have him be what Punk is to the NXT kids. What Shawn is to the NXT kids. Like, Shawn and Punk are like the NXT kids' parents. You know, like, Punk is like their dad. Shawn is like their well, Shawn is like their dad. Punk is like their uncle, right? Have Cena be that for the main roster. Just the main roster's like dad, because you're pulling a lot of younger talent up to the main roster lately. Having Cena be this sort of voice of reason makes so much sense to me. Retired as a wrestler, but still around in other roles. Yes. Maybe, or you have Cena be a scout, right? Like, maybe Cena doesn't come back to TV, right? Maybe Cena never comes back to TV, but Cena is a scout and looks for other wrestlers, right? Like, looks for young talent on the indie scene, right? Personally, I think AJ would be better at that, but I am cool with Cena doing that. I'd rather see AJ do that, though. Another option is also doing MC stuff, like commentator mode, flapping his gums. I could see that too, Titus, honestly. It was fun, but it's late. Bye, everyone. Oh, bye, Turleen. Bye-bye. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, I think you absolutely have a lot of potential with Cena as a behind-the-scenes... Not behind-the-scenes, but as a figure who is around in a more, like... in a less intense capacity. Like, he's around as... Like, he's not a wrestler anymore, and he's not a manager either, but he's like a mentor. He's like a on-screen character, right? Or, and I don't know how you would do this, or let's say that there's a certain somebody, a certain Drew McIntyre, and I know Kit is gonna walk with me on this. Right? Kit knows. Kit gets the Drew McIntyre. Kit understands, right? If you understand Drew, I know Kit and Matt understand, you know? Kit and Matt are gonna walk with me on this, right? If you understand Big Daddy Drew McIntyre, right? That man has big beef with one Nick Aldis, right? And it sure would be interesting if Drew beat the living shit out of Nick Aldis, and Nick decides, you know what? I'm fucking done. Because they keep hinting that Magnus might return. They keep hinting that Aldis might be ready to drop the suit and enter the ring, and he would be an amazing addition to the roster, because Nick Aldis is still a really, really talented wrestler, and maybe SmackDown needs somebody to wrangle up all the wrestlers and be like, hey, gather your fucking shit. right? Gather yourselves together. Magnus versus Drew, I beg, it would be so good. Magnus versus Drew would cook so hard. But anyway, besides the point. SmackDown needs somebody to be the general manager. And we're looking for somebody, we can't find somebody, and then finally John's music hits, and it turns out John Cena's the new general manager for SmackDown. It would go crazy. I'm telling you. Hamster. Oh, Ellie. Hello. Welcome in. We were talking about wrestling. Hello. Ellie, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for the hamster raid. Welcome in, Delsters. Hello, hello. How are you? Oh my goodness. How are you? What were you up to? What were you playing today? Hang on, I'm looking. Wait, what were you playing today? Oh, you were doing the audition advice, right? Kid, thank you so much for the gifted wings. Yeah, awesome. My advice, here's my advice. Mega Man. Just play Mega Man. Just play Mega Man. I bet you $1 million you get in if you just play Mega Man. Just be like, I like Mega Man. Simple. Simple. I like Mega Man. Just write it everywhere. The whole, like, every time you can write something in your edit, just, I like Mega Man. Please don't do that. Please don't actually do that. Yeah, Mega Man. Mega Man will get you through. I like Mega Man. Trust. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Well, I was actually gonna redirect over to you. I didn't realize that you had ended. I was like, oh shit. Okay. Now what? Now what do I do? Yeah, I don't know. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. If you believe in the power of Mega Man, it will see you through. Oh, I totally friggin' forgot. I'm a big dumb boy. Okay. Mega Man. Star Force Legacy Collection. It's coming out soon. Pardon me. You'll definitely win Ash's heart. Oh, absolutely. Oh, please. You all know the easiest way into my heart is old school video games. Old school games, that's how you get into my heart. Very easy. Delsters, take notes. If you wish to woo God himself, talk about Mega Man. Talk about Sonic and Mario. It's a very easy way. Yeah. The Mari Momies already know this. Delsters, you take notes. I don't... As Ellie said, you'll win my heart. I don't know if you'll win Monet-san's heart. Tron as well. Tron 2, of course. So Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection comes out on Friday. Comes out this coming week. And I totally forgot. I thought it was the week after. So I was like, damn. Well, crap. So I will give you a brief teaser. I do not have Mega Man Star Force listed on my list of games to play. So I was like, damn, I forgot. But we will play Star Force. I haven't, it's one of like the Mega Man series I haven't played. So I would like to play it. It supposedly is like a more third person over the shoulder type Mega Man, like as opposed to, so it's still in the same universe as the Battle Network games, but instead of being like if you've seen Battle Network, instead of being like kind of like moving across a grid, you're like one little, like you're like one dude, like kind of like dodging just look it up. I can't explain it. Star Force looks very specific. I've never seen anything that looks like Star Force, right? And I did look it up because I was like, I haven't finished the Battle Network games. I don't even know if I can jump into this. And from what I looked up, like, it is in the same world as Battle Network, but it's like 200 years in the future. So I believe it's pretty much like not required for me to have finished Battle Network, because obviously we haven't played it on stream together and I've only played the first one. So I don't think it's required that we play Battle Network. So I might just jump into Star Force. instead and just go nuts. But yeah. What else? What else? I forgot what else I was going to say. But yeah, anyway, Battle Network. Yes. Battle Network. Mega Man. The easiest way to my heart. Good old Meg Man. But yeah, I hate to do this to you, Delsters, but I'm like already over time. I'm over time by like 12 minutes. Meg Man. I love me some Meg Man. Meg Man. He's a Mega Man, you know? Oh, who do I send you to? Oh, Gale's on. All right. Well, heck yeah. Gale's still going. He's playing some Resident Evil Requiem. He's playing some Resident Evil. Ash Doko. We just started. We've been yapping for 3 hours. What do you mean? What do you mean? I love the new jar asset, by the way. Aw, thank you, kid. I appreciate it. It's so cute, right? Roanoa Bokuto made me this. Afifa did such a good job. It's so cute. I love it so much. It's like I could still hear him. You can hear me now. Oh, I remembered. Digimon. Digital Monsters. I remembered there's a new Digimon game. And there's DLC for time whatever. Time Detectives? I forget what it is. There's more Digimon stuff. New game and DLC for the new Digimon. Something Detectives. All right? So Megman, Digimon in our immediate future. I think Digimon might be on the horizon. Time Stranger, that's what it is. Time Stranger. Digimon Con was streamed yesterday. There's a new mobile app coming out, and it's like Tamagotchi. Yeah, so it's Digimon Tamagotchi, like Digimon Tamagotchi, like. Technically, it's Tamagotchi, because it's like Tamago. Tamagotchi. It's not Tamagotchi, like I had been pronouncing since I returned to Britannia many moons ago, right? And came here to Gaia. It is Tamagotchi. No more Grass Run? What? No, we're still playing Pokemon. You can have both. It's not like you have to pick either Digimon or Pokemon. You can have both. It's 2 cakes. You can have both cakes. You know? Both. Both is good. I like both. We shall have both. But yes, we will also do the Grass Run. Yeah, I got ideas for you. Don't worry. I'm cooking up stuff for you. But with that said, we are gonna skedaddle. We're gonna head on over and see Gale before I get in trouble for going overtime here. You're lucky. I was like, do I yap more about Digimon? And Mane-san, you're lucky. I held it together. I stopped myself. I stopped myself. Moo, thank you so much for the lovely offering to your new god. Appreciate it. Thank you for stream. Missing you. Love yapping with you. I love yapping with all of you. It's always a fun time. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate you. But yeah, let's go see some more Resident Evil Requiem with our captain. Oh, captain, my captain. And until next time, go grab yourself a little slice of heaven, raise a little hell while you do so, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.